Bulls have been an up-and-down football team all year, but when they have been up, running back Mike Rozier has usually led the way. Rozier is the second leading rusher this season in the United States Football League with over 500 yards. The Bulls have also been helped by a pass rush, courtesy of rookie defensive end Keith Ballard out of Washington State. The big guy has already accounted for 6 sacks in 1985. And let us not forget veteran free safety Don Bessalou, the former NFL performer with the Miami Dolphins, leads the Jacksonville Bulls with 4 pickoffs this year, one of them last Saturday night for a touchdown against Birmingham. Steve Spurrier is the man who leads the Tampa Bay Bandits bandit ball attack, but he has 2 very able assistants in quarterback John Reeves and running back Gary Anderson. One thing about bandit ball, it is unpredictable. On this 3rd and 2 situation last week at Memphis, Reeves took to the air, hitting Larry Brodsky for a 26-yard gain up the left sideline. Then on a key 3rd and 10, Reeves threw to wide receiver Spencer Jackson, the speedy one out of Florida, for another big gain. And when the Tampa Bay Bandits smell the goal line, you can count on Gary Anderson getting the football. He's Mr. Dependable, and he scored on this play against Memphis last week. He seldom fails near the goal line, and tonight, he and the rest of the Bandits hope to ride into the sunset in Tampa with yet another victory. The Bandits and Bulls up next on ESPN. The temperature in Tampa, 69 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. The winds from the south at 9. Humidity very high at 90%, but the chance of rain, thankfully, very low at only 20%. Jacksonville Bulls with Lindy and Fonte on the sidelines looking for a big win heading home against San Antonio, but that game is next week. Tonight he's concerned with Steve Spurrier, the man on the other side of the field, and his Tampa Bay Bandits. Spurrier's team coming off a win last week at Memphis on ESPN. Ryan Franco is set to kick off for the Jacksonville Bulls. The young man out of Penn State has had a very good year indeed. Place kicking for the Bulls, and back to receive the opening kickoff will be Bruce Vaughn, number 30, and Bobby Futrell. Make that Ricky Williams, number 44, and Bobby Futrell, number 34 for Tampa Bay. We're underway. Franco with a kickoff, looking for Ricky Williams on the right side, finds him at the 2. Ricky Williams, the speedster from Florida State, and he's out over the 30 to the 31-yard line, where the Tampa Bay Bandits will put it in gear. For the offense, that man, John Reeves, the quarterback, who's thrown for over 300 yards each of the last 2 weeks. In the backfield will be Gary Anderson and Greg Boone. You may see Ricky Williams a lot tonight. Offensive line will be Dan Fike, Chuck Pitcock, Lee North at center for the injured Chris Foot, Nathaniel Newton, Reggie Smith. The tight end is Marvin Harvey. Larry Brodsky will get a start, as will Spencer Jackson at the wide receivers. 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Bandits at their own 31-yard line. Back to throw is Reeves on 1st down. The Bandits come out gunning, and he finds his man, and that man is Fitzpatrick, number 83. We'll have more on him in a moment. For the Jacksonville Bulls defensively, front 3, Curtis Anderson, Bob Nelson, Keith Millard, and the linebackers will be Tom Dinkel, Terry Beeson, Vaughn Johnson, Mike Edwards. The defensive backs will be Van Jakes, Don Bessalou, Chester G, and Mark Harper. The Tampa Bay Bandits, as you see, they're working against a defensive unit ranked number 13 in the league, come out with virtually no huddle. Hurry-up offense employed by the Bandits. It goes to Anderson, and Gary Anderson is hauled down for a gain of only a couple of yards by Chester G. Well, a surprise started tonight for Tampa Bay. Wide receiver number 83 is Jim Fitzpatrick. He is a second-year man out of Illinois State. Wide receiver number 83. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
The reason for that, they're going with 3 wideouts, a tight end, and only 1 running back, which is Gary Anderson. Now Boone is coming in, and Fitzpatrick goes out, so now they have the regular formation.
All right. Larry Brodsky comes out of there, or rather Fitzpatrick comes out of there, and Larry Brodsky comes back in. So 3rd and 5 for Tampa Bay. Ball's at the 36-yard line. 1 back behind Reeves. Looking over the middle, and it is intercepted by Jacksonville. Coming up with it will be Rodney McMillan. McMillan is down to the 20-yard line. Or make that Derek Batiste, number 28. Batiste stepped in front and made the interception.
Sometimes, you know, Tampa Bay uses the hurry-up offense, but sometimes it can get you into problems. Now, really, this is not the main receiver that you're looking at. That is Marvin Harvey who's throwing. But take a look at Batiste. He just plays the ball right in front. Reeves never saw Batiste come into play. Boone comes down and makes the play downfield, the tackle at the 21-yard line. Reeves never should have thrown that ball.
Jacksonville offense, quarterback is Ed Luther. Running backs are Larry Mason and Mike Rozier. The line is Bob Gruber. He's a good one. Number 75, George Collins, Jay Pennison, J.T. Turner, Roy Simmons. We'll get to the rest in a moment. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville on the 21-yard line of Tampa Bay. Rozier, the only setback. Remember, he's got the bad hands. They give it to him right away. He'll go inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Tight end is Mark Keel. Split receivers are Perry Kemp and Alton Alexis. Freddie Norgren made the tackle on Mike Rozier, Paul.
That time they took a page out of Tampa's book. Jacksonville did. They put Larry Mason, the running back, split way out to the outside.
Tampa Bay defense, Mike Butler, Fred Norgren, and Mike Clark on the front. The linebackers, James Harrell, Al Richardson, Kelly Kirchbaum, Alonzo Johnson. Defensive backs, Alvin Bailey, Marcus Quinn, Bruce Vaughn, and Dwayne Anderson. Second down and 8. Gain of 2 yards up the middle for Rozier. Now he's joined by Mason in the backfield. But the give again is to Rozier. Rozier to his right, gains maybe a yard or so. Or he's brought down by a host of Bandits, including linebacker James Harrell. There's Mike Rozier's numbers so far, Paul, having a great second year as a pro, over 500 yards, second in the league coming in.
It makes a difference, doesn't it, when you get with a team that has a pretty good offensive line. Here's Rozier in the handoff. Now watch, he does have both of his hands taped, just 2 fingers on each hand, but he holds onto the ball well. Harrell's there for the tackle to pick up about 2.
All right, it'll be 3rd down and 6. Ball is on the Tampa Bay 17 after the Batiste interception gave Jacksonville a great field position. Luther looks for the quick one to the left. Now he's under pressure, and down he'll go. Making the tackle for the Tampa Bay Bandits is number 76.
There is no 76 on a roster, folks.
Well, we don't have a name. We'll try and research it for you. This is one of those surprise starters, Paul.
Well, Ed Luther was going to go to the outside, and he had no chance of going to the outside because the linebackers got in the lane, and then 76 and company. I hate to say that. I don't even know who it is, to be honest with you.
All right, Larry Slider is the holder for Brian Franco, and his field goal attempt from the 32-yard line. It is long enough, and it is no good. It is wide. It is off to the left. So, with 11:20 to go in the first quarter, Tampa Bay and Jacksonville remain scoreless.
Here we go. You want 3, what do you want, baby? Knock down all the bottles, win a prize. Yes, you, sir. Come on over. Yeah. Here we go. Impress the little lady.
When the target's refreshment, a hard Mike's is good to find.
Pancakes. No, eggs and bacon. No.
Now you can't go wrong. Try one of Denny's 3 complete breakfasts. The hearty smoked sausage breakfast, the tasty meat lovers, and the country fried steak and biscuits breakfast. Your choice, just $4.99. Denny's, a good place to sit and eat.
There's still time to save on Futura touring tires.
Hurry in for low prices on Futura tires for cars like Camry, Taurus, Intrepid, and most minivans.
Futura, some of the best tires made. They just cost less. Pep Boys, we're car people.
Are you in on it? To find better travel deals, use Cheap Ticket's advanced fare search technology. Go to travel.cheaptickets.com for even lower prices on cars, cruises, and vacation packages. Or call now. Why just save on airfares? Now find the lowest hotel prices. 110% guaranteed. Cheap Tickets, the best kept secret in travel.
When you're an Orkin man, you get asked a lot of questions.
Ned, can a cockroach really live a week with its head cut off?
They can.
Oh, they can.
You never know what you'll see. Spiders.
Spiders?
What about ants?
It could be ants.
What about silverfish?
Ned, do you do termites?
Hey, Coach, can much as well
Yes.
the termites actually?
Yes.
I saw a carpenter ant before.
Is your mother here? Well, folks know that we're just down the road. We're a phone call away.
Okay, Bob. Out of the pool.
There's no water.
X Games comes to LA. It's off the hizzle for shizzle dizzle.
Starts August 16th on ABC.
Welcome back to Tampa Stadium, everyone. I'm Tom Mees with Paul McGuire, and the Tampa Bay Bandits, after dodging that bullet, Paul, and Brian Franco's missed field goal attempt, will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. You know, you throw an interception, Jacksonville comes away with no points, has to hurt the Bulls.
It really does. I was surprised they ran with 2 running plays after a turnover in that area. I'd go with a pass, but I'm not coaching.
1st and 10 at the 25. That was the line of scrimmage when Franco attempted his field goal. It was no good. Reeves on the play fake and a screen pass to the left to Gary Anderson. That man gets in the open field. He's trouble. 1st and 10 Bandits at the 38. Don Besselou. Free safety has to bring him down.
First of all, this should never happen. Now, Tampa Bay throws a screen to Gary Anderson. That's all well and good. But the problem is that there should be someone always on Gary Anderson coming out of the backfield. There's no linebacker with him. That's all it really should be covering at this point. But just take a look. No one is there at that time. Mike Edwards, number 53, gets caught inside by the blocking, but he did have excellent blocking upfield, a first down.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Backs in the eye, Boone and Anderson. Boone will block for Gary. Anderson over the 40 near the 41-yard line, where Bob Nelson, nose tackle, along with Curtis Anderson, big left end, comes up to make the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 10:08 to go in the first quarter. Anderson leads the USFL in rushing coming into this game with 519 yards.
You know, we talked about Gary Anderson so much in the first game, but he worked on all of his upper body strength, Tom, and that's what's made him a better football player.
He doesn't look like a physical brute out there, Paul, but he can deliver some punishment.
He loves it.
Reeves back to throw. Both backs are out on the pass pattern. Intended for Anderson. It'll fall incomplete. Derek Batiste was in the area along with Don Besselou to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Bandits as Lindy Infante looks on.
Tommy, what's happening here, take a look. Now, both backs are going to come out of the backfield. Now, they cross in front of each other, which brings all the linebacker. Batiste is there, but the linebackers are also in the area. Besselou's there. But what's happening on the other coverages, downfield, they're playing man-to-man. So Reeves must go to one of those outside guys.
It'll be 3rd down and 7 from the 41-yard line. Gary Anderson, we were commenting about his leading rushing stats. He ran for 163 yards in the stadium a couple of weeks ago against the Arizona Outlaws. You can see Tampa Bay nearly 50% in 3rd down efficiency.
Number 1 in the league.
That's right. Reeves looking for a receiver down the left sidelines. Intercepted again. This time Mark Harper has it, and Harper's into Bandit territory, and he's knocked back to the 50-yard line. Spencer Jackson brought him down, but again, the Jacksonville Bulls have come up with a turnover. 9:37 to go in the first quarter, and the crowd is stunned in Tampa. There is no score between the Bulls and the Tampa Bay Bandits.
The games that became classics. The athletes that became legends. The moments that became history. They're all on ESPN Classic. Explore the best in sports history through programs that take you inside the game, the life, the moment, like no one else can. Experience ESPN Classic.
How do 3 interns research how people use Dell PCs? Road trip. Hit the highway. What'd we find? Some use their PC with the Dell handheld to stay connected. Others use them for entertainment and sharing their lives. And with a Dell Dimension and a digital camera, other people share moments. Somewhere around Bismarck, it hit us. What if Dell bundled the things people used to get the most out of their PC? That way, getting their own perfect PC would be even easier. All it took was a few thousand miles, a few stops, and a few bags of ice.
Howdy, man. Add a PC bundle to any Dell system and get up to a $75 mail-in rebate. To learn more, visit us at Dell.com/roadtrip. And right now, a Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor is just $499 after mail-in rebate. Plus, for a limited time, you'll get free shipping and a free CD burner. Your perfect PC and more. Easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Welcome back to Tampa Stadium. Jacksonville Bulls with their 2nd interception of John Reeves tonight.
Well, here's again, they're throwing, Reeves is throwing into double coverage because the corner, Mark Harper, is coming back. He was supposed to be covering Brodsky. See 82 outside?
Right.
He just leaves him and helps out on Spencer. He makes the interception. That's Boone making the tackle again on an interception. That's 2 tackles for Boone. He's the leading tackler. Now, let me just say something. The man that was playing defense, number 76, is Mike Morgan. And on our program and everything we had no jersey change. His number usually is 71. Why he is wearing 76, we don't know.
All right, well, now we do know. All right, Mike Morgan is in there, 76. 9:27 to go first quarter. If you're just tuning in, no score, Jacksonville and Tampa Bay. The Bulls have it, 1st and 10 at the Bandit 49-yard line after the Bulls picking off their 2nd pass from John Reeves tonight. And Luther comes out and is looking for Alton Alexis on the left sidelines and underthrows Alexis. Alonzo Johnson there in the coverage.
Alonzo Johnson was there. There's Reeves. And I hate to say it. I said it in the opening. The first game I did this year was Tampa Bay, Orlando. They won the game handily, no question about that. But Reeves was terrible. And he's starting out tonight. Basically the way he did it last time. But
not
if
good.
the defense, well, if the defense plays as well as they're playing, and they're capable of playing because they are, what, the #2 defense in the USFL.
That's right. The Tampa Bay Bandits are the #3 defense in the USFL.
They're #4.
All right.
In the USFL.
Second down and 10 for Jacksonville after that incomplete pass. Luther with only Rozier back in the backfield, and he has to let the safety valve go to Mike, and he's got some room. Rozier inside the 40, near the first down marker at the 39-yard line. Marcus Quinn, free safety, comes over to make the hit.
This is going to really pick up the Jacksonville Bulls because you see his hands are taped right there on Mike Rozier. They didn't know whether they were going to try to throw the ball to him. Now watch, he's going to slip out. He's just a safety valve coming out, and there's no one on him. You've got to put a linebacker on him because when he gets ahead of steam, he runs right through Marcus Quinn, number 40. No problem there. Picks up about 9.5 yards.
Well, coming in to replace Mike Rozier in the backfield now is Larry Mason. He wears number 32. Also in there is Marvin Lewis. So Mason and Lewis are in there. Rozier leaves at 3rd down and 1 at the Tampa Bay 39-yard line. Here is the give. It is to Mason. Mason spins away. He's got the first down. Hard running Larry Mason is down to the 35-yard line. James Ramey in there on the tackle.
Mason just makes an excellent cut, Tom. He's going towards his right. Now watch, the hole will not be there. Now watch what he does. He cuts right back off the center. Pennison, number 57, when he does that, he spins back to the outside. He gets tackled, but he picks up about 6 yards on the play.
Alonzo Johnson also in there to make a tackle. So it's 1st and 10 for Jacksonville at the 35-yard line. Bulls coming in off that tough loss at Birmingham last week, 25-18. They're knocking on the door at the end, and Luther was intercepted in the Birmingham end zone. Luther again sends both backs out of the backfield on pass patterns. He overthrows one man, but he hits his man Perry Kemp. Kemp now is inside the 20-yard line, and down to the 19. Bruce Vaughn makes the tackle, but it's 1st and 10 Jacksonville.
I'll tell you one thing, Luther can hit either one of his backs coming out of the backfield because the Tampa Bay Bandits linebackers are not paying any attention to the backs coming out. Take a look at the right. He's going to hit Perry Kemp, but if you look real quick at the right, both guys are wide open. Mason and Rozier. Here's Kemp. Vaughn makes the tackle, but it's too late. They're inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Jacksonville's second threat of this game. Franco missed a 32-yard field goal after their first interception. Here's Rozier, hurdles one man. Rozier picking up maybe a yard. He had to run a long way to pick up that yard. Alonzo Johnson and Kelly Kirchbaum helped bring him down. Mike Rozier, who will be watching tonight because his hands are heavily taped.
Yeah, we are, but that's not going to bother him. I'm not even worried about it anymore because he's hanging on to the football. But watch this move right here. Lewis is out blocking. He just jumps up over, but here's Kirchbaum and Alonzo Johnson, both linebackers there, and that's about a 1-yard gain.
2nd down and 9. Lindy Infante handling the offense.
The man standing next to him in the purple jacket is Brian Sipe.
That's right. Brian Sipe, by the way, after shoulder surgery, is back throwing the football again, although he's not nearly 100%, but he is working out. 2nd and 9. Luther looking for the left sideline. Got a couple receivers over there and nails a man at the 10-yard line. And coming up with a catch is Gary Clark. Was he inbounds? The official says he was.
And I got to believe that this is a mix-up on either Alexis, number 89, or Clark. I think Clark is in the right place, but Alexis, I don't know. Take a look. You're going to see 89 right in front of Clark. When you have 2 receivers, you're going to have defensive backs here, but this ball's right on the money. There's Alexis. There's Clark making the catch. 2 feet down, out of bounds, no chance to stop it. That's a perfect throw.
Well, it's 3rd down and 1 from the 9-yard line. There's Brian Sipe, who's begun throwing the football again. He told me that he may be ready to play in the next 6 or 7 weeks, and that would be a miracle, Paul, the kind of injury he had.
Exactly. Well, and it also depends on what Mr. Luther does.
That's right. He'll have a lot to say about that. 3rd and 1 now. More importantly for the Jacksonville Bulls, they're worried about getting the first down. They get that, and a touchdown. Larry Mason for the touchdown.
Remember the play that Mason ran where he cut back and picked up 6 yards for the first down in a 3rd down situation? Here's the same play again. And they're just handing the ball off and going right at Tampa Bay's defense. There's the handoff to Mason. He cuts right back in the hole. The blocking in the line is absolutely superb. Pennison, number 57, the center, gets a good block. J.T. Turner, 68, and so did George Collins, 66. Look at the middle open up. See Pennison's block on Kelly Kirchbaum, number 51. When that happens, touchdown Mason.
All right, Brian Franco, who's perfect on extra points this season, lining up to attempt another one. Snap is a good one. The kick is down, and the kick is good. So with 6:49 left in the first quarter from Tampa, the Jacksonville Bulls, a 10-point underdog, are broken out on top. The score, 7-0 Jacksonville.
Want more out of life? Put the world at your feet. Be a pilot. Start now for just $49. 1-888-BE-A-PILOT or
beapilot.com.
take off on the adventure of a lifetime. Learn to fly. Get started for just $49. Call 1-888-BE-A-PILOT or
beapilot.com.
Suarez, I have some good news. I'm taking you out.
Oh, you said you had good news.
I do. I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Give me the ball.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hey, Bob. Hey. You get a new haircut?
No.
Hey, Bob. Hey. Did you lose weight?
Your jacket, Bob?
Nope. What's different? He finally asked his doctor about Viagra. Ready to ask your doctor about Viagra for the first time? Find out if a free sample is right for you. To learn more, visit Viagra.com. Called the sitter and walked the dog, and I saw the doctor. Ask your doctor and see the difference.
My fiance and I had to turn off our regular phone line. It was too expensive, and we were trying to save for our wedding. Using DSL and Vonage, we save about $160 a month on our phone bill. I called my mother and asked her if she could tell that I was on a different type of phone, but she couldn't. The call clarity is very good, very clear. I'm Melanie Rebuse, and I'm a very happy Vonage customer.
Call 1-VONAGE-HELP for unlimited local calls plus 500 long-distance minutes to the U.S. and Canada for $25.99 per month. Vonage, the broadband phone company. DSL or cable modem required.
Guess what? It's the OK Decide Already computer sale. Because all you've got to decide is whether you want $300 off our Gateway 300S desktop or $200 off our 400 SP Plus notebook. What does the plus mean? Why, it means this notebook features a CD burner DVD combo drive and a mobile Intel Celeron processor at 2.2 gigahertz. That means it's fast. So call, click, and come in today for great Gateway computers featuring Intel processors.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got? I have a sit rep from Alpha Company. BT, ready to be verified. Verified.
Put yourself in the picture with this free video. You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
Neither team could move the ball after Jacksonville's touchdown. And as we return early in the second quarter, Tampa Bay has a 1st down and 10 in their own territory after a Jacksonville punt.
Tampa Bay and Jacksonville just starting the second quarter. The Bulls lead at 7-0. And Paul, the common opponents this year, Tampa Bay has beaten Memphis, Arizona, and Orlando, while Jacksonville has defeated Orlando in overtime, but lost to Memphis and Arizona.
That was questionable, the Memphis game.
It was.
That's at best.
All right. It is 7-0. And it is 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. But after Swider's punt went out of bounds at the 12-yard line, John Reeves starts in a hole. Reeves looking for Marvin Harvey, the tight end, and it is off his hands and incomplete. Coverage over there supplied by Van Jakes.
And he's hurt. Van Jakes, I don't know what he did, but this is a nice pass. Any other place, this ball would have been intercepted. Here comes Marvin Harvey. There were two wide receivers to his right, and look at Van Jakes coming in. Nice play by Van Jakes. Hits him just as the ball hits his hands. Bessalou almost an interception.
Don Bessalou, the free safety, roaming around down there. It is a humid night. It's not a hot night. 69 degrees at kickoff, but the humidity 90%, and the Bandit players, well, you can tell that it's rather uncomfortable. The comfort index is not too high on the field. 2nd down and 10.
Now you should go right back to McMillan's side where Van Jakes left and throw the ball over there.
Reeves looking down the right sideline, and that ball is tipped or something because it bounces in front of Spencer Jackson. I mean, it bounced a good 5-7 yards in front of him.
Well, he did what I thought he was going to do. He went to McMillan's side, but Spencer Jackson was open. All right, let's take a look at it now. There's Dan Fike on Millard. What is this? This isn't holding, is it? Yeah.
Well, it didn't seem to slow him down too much.
No.
3rd down and 10 at the 12. Greg Boone is being used now. Well, now he's coming out of the ball game. Steve Carter is being used as a wide receiver to the bottom of the screen.
Get the ball to Gary Anderson whenever you
Jim Fitzpatrick is also split to the top. Reeves under some pressure, has to unload, and it is incomplete, intending for the tight end Marvin Harvey, and Paul Reeves was under pressure that time, but that was a good 3 or 4 yards underthrown.
Who was that? Curtis Anderson, number 90, was in his face. But, you know, you got Gary Anderson on your football team, and in that situation, they had 3 plays and did not use him at any time. And that time he came out of the backfield. All you got to do is get him the ball across the line of scrimmage. He's going to get you 10.
Zennon Anderson will punt from about his goal line. That's where he'll get it off. And you see Gary Clark and Perry Kemp standing at the 40-yard line of Jacksonville. The Bulls, if everything goes their way, should come out of this with excellent field position. 14:30 left in the first half. Tampa Bay's offense really has shown nothing of consistency at all tonight. Anderson, a low kick. This one is returnable. Here's Clark at midfield. Gary Clark is dragged down after a 9-yard return at the 36-yard line. Actually, that's a 14-yard return. So Jacksonville will have it 1st and 10 on the Tampa Bay 36. Our score, Bulls 7, Bandits nothing.
Suzuki's 2003 summer clearance. Right now is the best time of year to get a great price on any new 2003 Suzuki, including the spacious XL7 with 3rd-row seating for 7. It's a Consumer's Digest Best Buy and has America's #1 warranty. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 5 years or $2,000 cash back during Suzuki's 2003 summer clearance. So hurry in.
This is the sound. These are the results. Can you feel it? Can you hear it? This is the sound of the PowerFlex by Gold's Gym, the authority since 1965. Gold's Gym gives you one powerful machine with 65 club-quality exercises and up to 410 pounds of resistance to build muscle, define muscle, lose fat, all in just 6 weeks or less to get you the body you've always wanted, guaranteed. The secret to the PowerFlex begins with the swivel flex pulleys that provide you with free range of motion so you can move from one exercise to the next safely. Next, Power Stroke Resistance simulates the natural movement of your muscles and allows you to move from 10 to 410 pounds of resistance with one simple stroke. It's this awesome combination that gives you those ripped abs and more chiseled arms, legs, chest, and back. If you want to look like this, then you need this. PowerFlex, the Gold's Gym technology breakthrough. Call now for free information about how you can get the Gold's Gym PowerFlex in your home for as little as $49 a month. With the Gold's Gym PowerFlex, you get the lat tower, the multi-position bench, hip strap, rowing seat, ankle strap, handles, and space saver design. Be one of the first callers, and you'll get the Gold's Gym PowerFlex Leg Developer for stronger legs and shapelier hips and thighs. A $200 value, absolutely free. You'll also get a workout poster showing you all 65 club-quality exercises. Our gift to you. Don't pay $2,000 for a home gym that won't get you authentic Gold's Gym results. This is the machine. These are the results. Can you feel it?
Call 1-800-700-0857 to get the Gold's Gym PowerFlex in your home for as little as $49 a month. That's 1-800-700-0857. Call now.
Hot Dogs Week on ESPN Classic. All week long, biographies on some of the real show-offs in sports. Then classic games where they earn their nicknames. You'll relish these classic performances. Hot Dogs Week starts 8 p.m. Monday, August 4th on ESPN Classic.
It's Monday. Watch the legends step up to the plate on Monday Night Baseball. Tonight from 9 to 11 on Game of the Night. That's only on ESPN Classic.
All right, 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. They have it after the punt return at the 37-yard line. That's the official marking at the Tampa Bay 37. Here goes Mike Rozier, and there goes the football. It's loose, and Tampa Bay has recovered. We have a flag on the play. Rozier fumbled, And the Bandits recover. Marcus Quinn finally picked up the loose football. And a Bandit is kneeling over injured at about the 37-yard line.
But there is a penalty.
Referee Wesley Ward trying to sort it out for us.
They refuse it. It's against Jacksonville.
Formation on the offense declined. First down.
So the fumble recovery will stand, and that man, Marcus Quinn, has given the Bandits the football.
Well, he's mad. He's talking to his players. Here comes Rozier. Now, do they grab his hands? He's got one hand on the ball. That's Kelly Kirschbaum, number 51, that makes the initial hit that pulls the ball away. Alonzo Johnson knocks it away, and then Marcus Quinn picks it up. But Kelly Kirschbaum, being blocked, got his arm in and just pulled his hands away. And that's the man that's hurt.
Kelly Kirschbaum, who's one of the most active linebackers in the league, veteran out of the University of Kentucky. And so it'll give Tampa Bay the football at their own 32.
I'm just guessing, but you know, when you see him holding his arm like that, could it be a hyperextension? We don't know if it's in the hand or wrist, but he was being blocked and he reached his arm in and just pulled the ball away.
First turnover of the night for the Jacksonville Bulls. We'll see if the Tampa Bay Bandits will make it a costly one or not. Reeves back to throw, dumps it out to Gary Anderson. Anderson's got some blocking, and Anderson is up to the 37, 38-yard line. Van Jakes helping to make the tackle.
All right, we're going to take a look at Kelly Kirschbaum again, and maybe we can hold it there when he sticks his arm in. Now take a look at Kirschbaum. There's going to be a block on him by George. Is that George Collins, 66? Now watch his right arm. He's going to reach in right here and pull the ball out. But this is, I think, where it's hyperextended right there. Good play by Kelly.
Gain of 6 yards by Gary Anderson on that last play. Second down and 4 for the Bandits at the 38. They trail the Jacksonville Bulls 7-0 if you're just tuning in. Here's that man again, Gary Anderson. And Anderson, second effort over the 45-yard line for the first down. Don Besselou with a tackle.
Well, a continuous effort of Gary Anderson. Remember, the last series of downs, he didn't touch the ball. This time, 2 times in a row. Boone's out in front blocking. But watch, there's no hole there at all. Now watch what he does. He just keeps his legs driving. Besselou comes up, makes a block on him. Hit the knees, but he picks up 7 or 8 yards.
I'm telling you, Gary Anderson showed some power, and I apologize for saying second effort. There is no such thing. I know.
That's right.
It's continuous
effort. If
right.
it's second effort, that means he quit the first time.
First down.
Remember that.
I will from now on. Believe me. First and 10 at the 46 for the Bandits. Max, Boone, and Anderson both in tight. Now they both go out in the pass pattern. Carter is his intended receiver. A flag on the play, and we could have some pass interference against Van Jakes. In fact, I think that's almost certainly what it is.
Well, the thing that you can call is because, first of all, the ball, I don't know if he could get to the ball or not on Carter, but Van Jakes runs into him as he makes his move upfield. Now, let's take a look at it. Here comes Carter downfield. Van Jakes, number 22, is going to cover. Now, Carter moves to the outside. When he does that, he's got to have a right to get to the ball. And Van Jakes did not give him that right to go for the ball. He got in his way, and it's a call. Excellent call by the official. It's a 15-yard penalty.
From the line of scrimmage. It is not the point of the foul unless it's ruled to be deliberate, and that was not. So it is first down, yes, but it's at the 40-yard line.
See, this is in a position, Tom, where this is an excellent rule because, number one, the receiver would have never been able to get to that ball anyway. But the defensive back got in his way, so it's only a 15-yard penalty, not 12 more yards downfield.
First and 10 for the Bandits now to Jacksonville 39. Reeves dumps it off to Anderson. He's got some room. Gary Anderson, the first down at the 23-yard line. Van Jakes helps to bring him down after the first down rumble. Don Besselou also in there. So Gary Anderson using his shiftiness after catching the pass.
All right, now 3 out of the last 4 plays, Gary Anderson. Watch Reeves now. He is getting protection. Curtis Anderson, 90. Not even close. It looks close here, but he's not. But look at it. He follows through. He finds Gary Anderson just a touch to get the ball to Anderson. Once Anderson gets the football, he knows what to do.
He sure does. He goes and gets a first down at the 22-yard line. Bandits with their first legitimate threat of the night. Anderson goes left. Gary Anderson brought down for a loss. A beautiful play by Mark Clark, the right cornerback. You talk about forcing the run. I'm sorry, Mark Harper. Mark Harper, the right cornerback. He really forced the run. In fact, he forced a 3-yard loss. He wasn't fooled that time.
All right, Mark Clark is the man that makes the play. Here comes Jackson in motion. Now, he is supposed to block, and that is Mark Harper. He's supposed to block, does not block him, and Harper makes a great play into the backfield, gets Gary Anderson. Did I say Clark, too?
Yes. It's
Don't
catching.
say that, yeah.
I'm sorry. It must be catching. Second down and 13.
He was the commandant at the Citadel when I was there.
You're kidding.
General Mark Clark, you bet.
He never forgot you, I'll bet you that.
That's right.
Anderson out of the backfield, and Reeves looking for him, overthrows Anderson at about the 25-yard line. Don Bessalou was there.
I would run the same play again and then go down to Marvin Harvey, number 87, right down the middle of the tight end, because Bessalou made a mistake. They're all worried about Gary Anderson coming out of the backfield. You have to send him out, hold the linebackers, the tight end will be open. But here they come. They have a blitz on this time. Gary Anderson slips out. You see Tom Dinkel coming in. He's got pressure on him. The ball was overthrown. I'd run the same play right there, same thing, and look at the big tight end going right down the middle of the field.
They're down and 13. Ball at the Jacksonville 25. Bandits trail 7-0. He's got some time. Stays in the pocket. He's got the first down. That is to Larry Brodsky. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I want to tell you what. When Brodsky makes this catch, the move that he puts on Mark Harper is absolutely beautiful. It's got to go in the highlight film and to teach any young man what to do after you catch the football. Because Brodsky, he does not have great speed, but he's got excellent hands and tremendous moves. And he puts a move on after he catches the football that leaves Mark Harper standing there saying, what happened?
Where'd he go?
He's gone. Touchdown.
All right, the touchdown pass from Reeves to Larry Brodsky, who caught a TD pass last week against the Memphis Showboats. Makes it 7-6. Zenon Anderson out of Jimmy Jordan's hold. He's perfect on the year and extra points, and he remains so. So the Bandit fans have something to cheer about. Call out the laws. Tampa Bay has tied it up at 7. 10:30 to go in the first half. We'll be back to Tampa Stadium in a moment.
Sunday, he spent his life in the fast lane, but it wasn't until he faced death that he learned how to live.
You spent your whole life trying not to die. Why do you do it?
I don't know. Just do it. Real classics. Not just movies, but great stories about the movies from the people who made them. The inside track from director Sidney Pollack.
Pacino didn't know how to drive a car. He's a New Yorker.
Academy Award winner Al Pacino is Bobby Deerfield. 8 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
Notice how TV seems to be made for the masses? Showtime Unlimited, on the other hand, seems to be made for Ian. You see, Ian is into HD TV. Why not? It's the ultimate cinematic view. Add Showtime Interactive TV, and he's like a kid in a candy store. 4 premium networks on 9 digital channels. Showtime Unlimited. A whole lot to choose from. For Ian and for you. Call 1-800-DIRECTV and add it on for $12 or less per month. Not even the cost of 1 DVD.
You see the run where I juked my way through the entirety?
Mm-hmm.
Went up through 4 TDs in the first half. You were watching, right?
Yeah,
And you say your family moved from Philly?
that's right.
And you still watch all the Eagles games?
Of course.
You tell your family they're doing a good job. A real good job.
Yours too.
See the games you want to see with the choice of nearly every NFL game on Sundays. NFL Sunday Ticket only from DirecTV.
Bulls turned the ball over on downs near Tampa Bay's 35-yard line. And as we pick up the action, the Bandits have a third down near their own 38.
Part of the excellent crowd here tonight at Tampa Stadium, Paul. Somebody's going to walk out of here with quite a few $1,000s in their pocket.
I got my tickets, pal. You bet.
For every fan over 40,000, for example, if there's 50,000 people here tonight, someone will win $10,000. Someone sitting in a lucky seat. It's all part of a big giveaway night this Easter Eve in Tampa. Reeves on the pass has his first down. Just short of midfield, Larry Brodsky makes the reception. Mark Harper the tackle.
You know, this young man here has got a great attitude. Look at him. He's laughing because Larry Brodsky knows he's got great moves. Here's the offensive line blocking. There was a blitz on. Von Johnson, 33, a delayed blitz, but the offensive line did a great job. You see he steps up nicely into the pocket. Well, watch Brodsky now. Eyes on the ball. There's Mark Harper is right there with him. Brodsky makes the catch. He's just looking for first down.
First and 10 at midfield. He gets the first down. Brodsky, the third-year man out of the University of Miami. Reeves back to throw, hits Anderson out of the backfield. Gary is wrapped up after a gain of 3 or 4 yards. Terry Beeson, former Seattle Seahawk in the NFL, former Oklahoma Outlaw, makes the tackle.
But you see, Tom, when I'm talking about Gary Anderson coming out of the backfield, that's a 5-yard play. Every time he comes out, he gets that 4 or 5 yards. Now, if Beeson doesn't, if he doesn't make the tackle, Anderson picks up anywhere from 10 to 15. So you have to respect him. That freezes those linebackers, so they can't help on the outside. The outside people have to play man up.
2nd down and 5 as Anderson goes out, split as the wide receiver to the right. Lower part of your screen. Reeves looking his way. He's got it. And Anderson steps out of bounds, but not until he has the first down. They mark him down at the 32-yard line. Nobody home on defense.
Well, Van Jakes is smart because he doesn't want to give up the touchdown. Watch Gary Anderson. He just goes down, a little quick out move. That's 10, 12 yards right there. Van Jakes is way off. He comes back in. If Anderson had a little bit more room on the outside, it would have been good night.
I'll tell you, it's something to have an athlete that can catch the ball as well as he can, run in the open field, and has some power.
Very good point, Tom. And the thing about it is, with Anderson back there, you can't cover him with one man. You better put 2 people on him, which is going to tie up a linebacker and a corner or safety.
1st and 10 for the Bandits at the Bull 32-yard line. Reeves got it cranked up now, looking for Spencer Jackson. Overthrows him. On the coverage over there was Chester G. out of Duke, but Reeves overthrew his man, and he knows it.
You know, when you put Gary Anderson on that side, on the right-hand side, like they did that last play, then they took Marvin Harvey, the tight end, and ran him out into the flat. Marvin Harvey is wide open because the linebacker and the corner, Van Jakes, are taking Gary Anderson. They're watching him one-on-one, and the linebackers, or the tight end, slipping in. Here comes the same formation again. We may see 87, Marvin Harvey in that flat for about an 8 to 10 yard game.
Nickelback is in for Jacksonville. Tom Dinkel, the linebacker, leaves, and an extra defensive back has been put in by Lindy Infante. John Reeves got some time over the middle, and he has his man, and that's Spencer Jackson, but Spencer slips down at the 29-yard line. Joe Costello there to make sure he doesn't get back up again.
This is the Fike Millard show. Watch Dan Fike on Keith Millard. Now, you got to understand. Well, you think he's got him by the shoulder pad here?
Nah. Just for a second or two. Dan Fike, pretty good offensive lineman out of Florida.
You know what Dan Fike's got on? He's got white gloves on, and it blends right in with the white shirt of Keith Millard, and it's tough for the official to see that. Not too tough.
You got to get every edge you can.
That's
3rd
right.
down and 6 at the 28-yard line. You got Brodsky, Jim Fitzpatrick. Both split out.
Oh, snap the ball.
Somebody was offside somewhere. Were they drawn or not? Meanwhile, the Bandits go through with the play. Anderson has the first down. Keep that in mind.
See, here's another coaching point for you young people out there. If you're on defense and something happens, your people go offside, don't stop. And that's what the Jacksonville Bulls defense did. They stopped. They enabled Gary Anderson to go get the first down, because even with the penalty right there, it wouldn't have been a first down. It would have been about 1.5 yards short. But this way, Gary Anderson picks up. Did he pick up the first down? I think he did.
Yes, he did. Now let's hear.
Offsides, number 93 on the defense. First down.
Keith Millard is the guilty party, and it's a first down.
Well, he's trying to get by the holding. He said, I need a little extra step. But the defense, if you noticed on that play, Tom, the defense stopped because they knew they were offside. Gary Anderson. Reeves goes right ahead with the play. Toss to Anderson. He picks up the 7 yards for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. The Tampa Bay Bandits with their 2nd concerted drive in a row. They're tied at 7. Anderson the only setback. Here's the give to Gary. Cuts back. Held to a gain of maybe 1.5 yards on the play. Keith Millard and Tom Dinkel combining for that tackle. 2:08 to go on the clock running. That may have been the last play before the 2-minute warning. And it was. So we have reached the 2-minute mark to go on the first half of play. Our score, Tampa Bay 7, Jacksonville 7.
If you don't use fuel to clear your head, if you've never had a Sunday ride extend through Tuesday, if the only thing that wanders is your mind, get out of the way. The all-new Suzuki SV1000S.
Can't tell a joke.
Can't hit a fastball.
Can't hit my fastball.
Can't hit.
Go make the cheese. Can't alley.
Can't oop.
Can't hula hoop.
Can't chop a block.
Can't catch me. Can't touch this.
Or this.
Seriously, can't tell a joke.
Can't get fat.
Can't drill a slap shot.
Can't be on our team.
Got me told.
Can't sing.
Can't ollie.
Can't volley.
But I can ride a bike.
In 1969, the legend of Gatorade embarked on an historic journey from the swamp of Gainesville to the battle-hardened turf of the NFL. The baby back ribs weren't the only thing getting basted in the heat of Kansas City.
E.J. Hollop, the toughest guy on the team, kept running out of gas.
It was hotter than a Texas tamale.
Salvation came in the ring of the phone.
Ray Graves called me. He was a good friend.
Ray Graves of the Florida Gators said his players were drinking this stuff called Gatorade.
That Gatorade really did the job. It was like liquid gold.
Come on, Lenny! Against the heavily favored Vikings in Super Bowl IV, the Chiefs emerged victorious. And the rest is history.
There's no better way to rehydrate athletes.
And today, Gatorade is on every sideline, every down, every game. From boys to men, from one generation to the next, the games never end. And the legend continues.
Mr. Goodwrench, who is this one and only GM expert? I gotta find this guy. So, Fred, you are Mr. Goodwrench?
That's right.
You say you're Mr. Goodwrench, but that guy says he's Mr. Goodwrench. Well, I'd have a little talk with Chirpy over there, but that's just me. That's how I roll. And you're Mr. Goodwrench.
That's right.
Huh. Will the real Mr. Goodwrench please step forward?
Find Mr. Goodwrench at over 7,000 GM dealerships nationwide.
All right, pal. Give me the bullhorn.
No.
Welcome back to Tampa Stadium. I'm Tom Mees with Paul McGuire, USFL on ESPN. Saturday night action. We have a close game for you. Can't get any closer. Tampa Bay 7, Jacksonville 7. Total yards this quarter. Tampa Bay Bandits are dominating. They've really gotten their offense in gear. Bandits have it 2nd down and 8 at the Jacksonville 19. Reeves with a play fake. Over the middle, looking for a man at the 1-yard line is Spencer Jackson, and Jackson makes an excellent catch with Chester G right on his back. 1st and goal.
Oh, I'll tell you, Chester G is there, but Spencer Jackson, you talk about going down and getting the football. Now, as Reeves play action, fake to Gary Anderson, and he's looking for Spencer Jackson the entire way, and he puts his ball down low in a way where you really can't get to the ball. Look at that. He goes down, cradles it. Chester G has no chance at all because he had excellent coverage.
1st and goal for the Bandits at the 1-yard line, and this is usually Gary Anderson territory. Why not? Larry Bronski trots out of the lineup now. Anderson is in there with Greg Boone, who usually acts as the blocking back in this goal line situation. Let's see if they do indeed give it to Gary Anderson.
I would think so.
It is Gary Anderson. He cuts back. He's got the touchdown. Anderson's 10th rushing touchdown of the year. He has every touchdown the Bandits have on the ground this season.
Well, who would you give it to?
Not too hard to guess, is it?
No, it is not. I'd give it to him.
Anderson has given the Bandits the 6-point lead.
And he's going to follow Boone in. Boone is right in front of him, number 21. As he sees Boone go in, he just goes up and goes down underneath. And as that Tom Dinkel, number 52, he just carries him. Watch what Anderson, where he hits his legs right here. Just carries Tom Dinkel right into the end zone. Dinkel was high. Anderson went low. Touchdown.
Let me plug the little guy, wide receiver Spencer Jackson. Did you see that block he was making on Chester G, keeping him away, or Van Jakes? He kept the safety man from making the tackle.
You like that, huh?
I like that. Zenit Andrusician, it's a high snap on the point after, but Jimmy Jordan does his job. He gets it down. Andrusician does his job, and he gets it through. Our score, Tampa Bay 14, the Jacksonville Bulls 7. 1:22 to go in the half. We'll be back in a moment.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's finally starting that new deck. It's changing colors and opening minds. It's making garage space for a new driver. Right now, families with kids are getting a little money back on their taxes. It could be the perfect time to start that project you've been waiting for and invest in something sure to grow for years to come. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
When you hit the brakes, a whole lot of things have to go just right. It's the same with brake repair. That's why you can count on Midas, America's trusted leader in brakes. Right now, get $20 instant savings on any brake service from Midas, even on Midas's famous lifetime brake pads and shoes, the last set of pads or shoes you'll ever buy. That's $20 instant savings right now from the auto service experts, Midas.
Larry, it's time we got more life insurance. I've been looking. I can't believe how much it can cost.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need $1 million policy, just enough to help with the bills we'll leave behind. They're the loans and the credit cards, and probably medical expenses, too. And I hear the average funeral costs more than $6,000. We really need more life insurance.
Sure do.
But where can we find affordable coverage at our age with your health?
It's not a problem. We belong to AARP.
Whether you're looking to supplement an existing policy or buying protection for the first time, you cannot be turned down for AARP Guaranteed Acceptance Life. You never have to visit a doctor or answer any health questions. If you're an AARP member between the ages of 50 and 80, your acceptance is guaranteed for up to $15,000 in affordable lifetime protection. With this plan, rates never increase just because you grow older. You can't be singled out for a rate increase. What's more, this insurance is yours to keep even if you live to be 100. And the AARP life insurance program is endorsed and monitored by AARP. No wonder so many people over 50 turn to the program to get the coverage they need. To find out more about AARP Guaranteed Acceptance Life, just dial this toll-free number and request free information by mail. There's no risk or obligation.
Call 1-800-311-9485 and receive this free information kit delivered to your home by mail. Not an AARP member, we'll tell you how to join. Call 1-800-311-9485.
Thanks to the AARP life insurance program, we can get life insurance without a medical exam or a big price tag.
That's right.
All we have to do is pick up the phone.
Oh, don't bother. I already called and got this free information by mail.
Call now for free information. 1-800-311-9485.
I heard about Vonage on the radio. When I ordered it, I got a Vonage adapter, a router, and I just connected it to my cable modem. When you're averaging $150 to $300 a month on phone bills, you can see why a plan for $40 is appealing. We're going to save at least $2,000 this year. I'm Dexter Green.
I'm Christine Green, and we're Vonage customers.
Call 1-VONAGE HELP now. Get unlimited calling to all 50 states plus Canada for only $39.99 per month. Vonage, the broadband phone company. DSL or cable modem required.
Better than ever. Sparks versus Monarchs, Thursday at 10 on ESPN2.
From public fame,
there's Shaquille O'Neal of professional tennis,
to private pain.
Once you say you're an alcoholic, I got your mark for it for life.
The athletes you think you know, revealed by the people who do. Sports Entry, weeknights at 8 on ESPN Classic.
It's Monday. Watch the legends step up to the plate on Monday Night Baseball tonight from 9 to 11 on Game of the Night. That's only on ESPN Classic.
Jacksonville continued to trail 14-7 as they received to start the second half. They moved downfield through the air and now have the ball 3rd down and 4 near Tampa Bay's 31-yard line as we continue with the USFL here on ESPN Classic.
Big play here for the Jacksonville Bulls. 3rd and 4. Their initial drive of the second half. Whistles and flags all over the place.
That's going to be offense.
Well, we'll have to.
Well, you don't stop to play on a defense.
Mike Morgan might have been the guilty party.
Ball start. Number 75 on the offense.
Wesley Ward makes the call. Offside, it's Bob Gruber. Bob Gruber, left tackle for Jacksonville. And there's a former. That guy has got to be a former play-by-play man, Paul.
That's right. That's beautiful.
Revealing his true self to the nation.
All right, big guy, have a good time.
Oh, he is that, I guarantee you. I don't know if he knows what stadium he's in, but he's having a great time. 3rd down and 9 after the penalty on Gruber at the 35. Luther. Again, looking down the left sideline, has Alexis, but underthrows him. It's intercepted by Alvin Bailey, and Bailey takes it back to the 22-yard line, where Marvin Lewis brings him down. So the second interception of the night for Ed Luther and the Bulls. 12:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tampa Bay 14, Jacksonville 7.
Starting Monday, August 4th on ESPN Classic. Players who were red hot. They put some mustard on the ball. Others just couldn't catch up. Hot Dogs Week on ESPN Classic. All week long, biographies on some of the real show-offs in sports. Then classic games where they earn their nicknames. Charlie Hustle, The Greatest, King Andre, Pistol Pete. Prime time. You'll relish these classic performances. Hot Dogs Week starts 8 p.m. Monday, August 4th on ESPN Classic.
How did 3 interns research how people used LPCs? Road trip. Hit the highway. What'd we find? Some use their PC with the Dell handheld to stay connected. Others use them for entertainment and sharing their lives. And with a Dell Dimension and a digital camera, other people share moments. Somewhere around Bismarck, it hit us. What if Dell bundled the things people used to get the most out of their PC? That way, getting their own perfect PC would be even easier. All it took was a few thousand miles, a few stops, and a few bags of ice.
Howdy, man. Add a PC bundle to any Dell system and get up to a $75 mail-in rebate. To learn more, visit us at Dell.com/roadtrip. And right now, a Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor is just $499 after mail-in rebate. Plus, for a limited time, you'll get free shipping and a free CD burner. Your perfect PC and more. Easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Well, the man that makes the play is Nordgren. We say, you know, he doesn't get credit for it, but this is what causes the interception. Watch Nordgren. He's got a deal coming back to the outside. He is in Luther's face. Luther just has to throw the ball away. This is a bad throw, a dumb mistake where you throw the ball just to throw it away. Because, look, they're really not enough power on the ball. He's going back the other way. Alvin Bailey makes the interception. Okay, Lewis makes the tackle. And you think this man is he happy? Is he happy? Oh, that's headache number 75. You just got the ball back, Steve.
Come on, Steve. Maybe that was before the interception. Maybe. I like to see it before and after shot. Brian Sipe on the sidelines right next to Coach Lindy Infante. You know, they brought Sipe in. He gets injured in the first game against Baltimore, and then they've had Buck Ballou and Robbie Mahfouz, and now Ed Luther's starters. So very little continuity, in fact, none at quarterback for the Bulls this year. First and 10 for Tampa Bay. Ball on their 23-yard line after the interception by Alvin Bailey. Reeves comes out throwing, has a man, and that is Larry Brodsky up at the 32, 33-yard line. Mark Harper brings him down. Brodsky, though, is near the first down marker, about a yard short.
Well, Mark Harper's got his hands full. Number one, this man does run precision moves. Now watch it. He knows where the first down marker is. Look at, he's right at the first down marker. He should have it. They do give it to him. Brodsky's there. Harper has no chance at it. But this shows me a disciplined runner. Dan Fike, the left tackle, just came out of the game limping.
Dave Piles will go in to replace him. Second-year man out of Miami of Ohio, number 72 now at left tackle. Reeves is hot. He's completed 11 of his last 13. Hands off here to Gary Anderson, who stacked up for little or no gain. Curtis Anderson is in there. Terry Beeson is in there. And Joe Costello gets up from the bottom of the pile. Second down and 9. Gain of 1. Anderson, not very impressive numbers, 22 yards and 11 rushes, but he's picked up a lot more as a pass receiver tonight. And of course, one of those 1-yard runs resulted in a Bandit touchdown. Second down and 9 at the 37. Boone and Anderson to setbacks. They better get the play off in a hurry. 4 seconds on the 30-second clock. Reeves does so. Everybody out on a pass pattern. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Greg Boone was in the area. Gary Anderson was in the area. And let's take a look at what John Reeves and company did in the first half.
Well, they started out very slow. And when I say slow, 2 interceptions and then 2 punts. But take a look. 6 plays touchdown, 6 plays touchdown. And they took the ball always in their own territory. The best yardage they had was at their own 36, where they started for that halftime deal, and they moved the ball well. But they really put it together right near the end of the first half, where, on the other hand, Jacksonville did not.
Well, big third down play for John Reeves and company. 15 of 27 in the game. Excellent totals so far. Jacksonville defense wants to dig in and get the football right back. Reeves looking left all the way. Has Spencer Jackson, and Jackson's got the first down. He's over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Quick feet by Jackson. Van Jakes forces him out.
You know, this is not only a nice throw and a nice catch, but to have presence of mind of where you are to keep the ball in bounds and get your first down. All right, here we looking on the other side now. We got Piles, who's blocking on Millard, along with Pitcock and everyone else. And here's the catch. Now, just take a look at what Spencer does. See that, Tom? They have enough presence of mind to find that red marker, to know where you are to get the first down, because he was 2 yards short when he caught the ball.
Spencer Jackson wearing his jersey that he wore in England at a postseason exhibition game. He's got the little Union Jack right below his number on his chest. First down and 10 for the Bandits at the 46. John Reeves doesn't seem to know what's going on with the Jacksonville defense, so he calls for a timeout. 10:59 left in the third quarter. Our score the same as it was at halftime. Tampa Bay 14, Jacksonville 7.
Attention Medicare recipients.
You may be eligible for respiratory medication coverage. Call now for information.
If you use Preventol, Atrovent, Comavent, or other inhalers, Med4Home can simplify your life.
If you meet coverage criteria, Medicare may cover a portion of premixed breathing medications and the nebulizer used to deliver them.
Call 1-800-297-8621 to speak to a pharmacy consultant. Med4Home.
Helping you breathe easier.
Are you in on it? To find better travel deals, use Cheap Tickets' advanced fare search technology. Go to travel.cheaptickets.com for even lower prices on cars, cruises, and vacation packages. Or call now. Why just save on airfares? Now find the lowest hotel prices. 110% guaranteed. Cheap Tickets, the best kept secret in travel.
How can a person using a walkie-talkie in Los Angeles instantly contact another in New York? Homing pigeons, flocks of our feathered friends, tirelessly flying from one coast to the other, outfitted with leg band transmitters and tracked from rooftop data centers to create an airborne network that makes transcontinental walkie-talkie signals possible.
No, that's not how we did it. Introducing Nextel's coast-to-coast walkie-talkie. Now that's a walkie-talkie.
I have spent a weekend in Vegas without a hotel room.
I have driven 150 miles
for 3 rolled tacos.
I've given a toast at a wedding
that I wasn't even invited to.
I have French kissed a French woman.
I have called shotgun
11 hours before a road trip.
I've eaten condiments as a meal.
I have dated Carmen Electra's cousin's friend's sister.
A friend told me about Prevacid. So I called the number and they sent me a certificate for a week's worth, free.
Call today for a Prevacid free trial offer. Then ask your doctor if prescription Prevacid is right for you.
First and 10 for the Tampa Bay Bandits. We get right back to action on the 46-yard line. Reeves out in the flat to Ricky Williams, who's back in the game now. Ricky Williams gets away, and Williams is into the Jacksonville territory at the 45-yard line. Vaughn Johnson and Van Jakes make the tackle. A reminder, well, we'll remind you about college baseball in a moment.
All right, well, Ricky Williams in the backfield with Gary Anderson. Now, the heat is on Gary Anderson. There is good blocking outside. Look at Newton, 61. He gets an excellent block, but the running of Ricky Williams cuts back in, picks up about 9 yards. Now is a position you don't know what they're going to do because you've got second and short. What a great time for play action.
Well, one thing I know they're not going to do is give the ball to Gary Anderson. He's left the game now. Ricky Williams and Greg Boone are the setbacks behind Reeves. Nothing wrong with Anderson. He's just taking a rest. Here's Williams again, and Williams picks up the first down. That is just about to the 40-yard line. Keith Millard makes the tackle. Don't forget, college baseball continues this Sunday night on ESPN, live at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. An interstate battle in Arizona. The Arizona Wildcats at the Arizona State Sun Devils. That's college baseball live Sunday night, 8 Eastern time.
To run as well as they do, you have to go to the right side. There's Newton there. There's Reggie Smith there, 65. Newton, 61, and Lee North, the center, 66. They're blocking well.
Gary Anderson back in the game, and he is a split receiver to the bottom of the screen. The right side. John Reeves goes left, however, and he is intending the ball for Larry Brodsky. Mark Harper over there, and the two do not make connections, goes incomplete.
And I'll tell you something, my friend, that is a smart throw because that time Mark Harper was all over Brodsky, and what Reeves did is threw the ball back behind him so that Brodsky can come back to the ball and keep his body between the ball and the defender.
In other words, there was only one man who was going to get his hands on that ball, and that was a man in a red uniform.
Yeah, that's right.
Jim Fitzpatrick comes in now for Greg Boone. Extra wide receiver, Fitzpatrick, Spencer Jackson, Larry Brodsky, all in the game now. Gary Anderson, the only setback on 2nd and 10. Reeves to Anderson. And if Gary Anderson would have kept his balance, he may have gone the route. As it was, he gets to the 35-yard line.
Uh-oh, Nate. Get up, Nate.
Nathaniel Newton, all 295 pounds of him.
Newton. But I'll tell you, that time, Terry Beeson, he comes running up to make the tackle, and Gary Anderson disappeared. There's Nathaniel Newton. He just misses his block. Well, no, he's got him. He's got a hold on the defensive lineman, Costello. And then what happened?
Looks like he was square dancing with him. They were arm in arm. Third down
back in the back, like it looked like maybe a hamstring, but he's still in there. He's all right.
Young and old come to games here at Tampa Stadium. There are lots of fun, the Bandit games. Pitch out goes to Anderson. Anderson bottled up well by the Bull defense at the 31-yard line. However, he may have the first down. Van Jakes and Curtis Anderson bottling up number 43. Well, Gary Anderson, when he combines for at least 100 yards running and pass receiving, Paul, the Tampa Bay Bandits hardly ever lose. They are 13-1 in games where Anderson has topped the 100-yard total yardage mark in a game.
Okay, what's he got now? That's our next question.
He's got 95 yards.
I like it. Oh, you got to go. You got to go.
4th and inches.
Boone. But you're going to put Boone in there and you give the ball to Anderson.
Well, there's not much doubt with the kind of offense the Tampa Bay Bandits run that they're not going to try the field goal here. They're going to go for it.
And good news, Dan Fike is back in the game at the left tackle, so they may go to that side where Pitcock and Fike are, but they seem to be having more success going right on the side of Reggie Smith and Nathaniel Newton.
Now we'll see how the Bandits play it. You go conservative here and give it to your bread and butter man Gary Anderson, or you try and cross up the secondary. 4th and 1 at the 31 of Jacksonville. Actually 4th and inches.
I'd go left.
Anderson to the left. Anderson's got the first down to the 28-yard line, and Coach McGuire, you're right again. Vaughn Johnson trips him up.
Well, I think the play was called either left or right, depending on what the defense. But take a look at the gap on the right-hand side of the defense, the left-hand side of the offense. They blocked very well in the hole. Boone gets an excellent block on the outside. Watch 21. He sacrificed his body. You're going to see a guy fly over right there. That's Boone's block on number 50, Terry Beeson. Gary Anderson picks up the first down.
Mark Harper actually locked arms around the legs of Gary Anderson. And a closer look. First down and 10 for the Bandits at the 28-yard line. The pitch out to Anderson on the fake reverse. Gary Anderson's got a hole. He's inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. I tell you, Spencer Jackson and Gary Anderson executing the fake reverse to perfection.
Well, here's a play that picks up 9 yards. Gary Anderson wants out. He's tired. But if he gives it on the reverse, Spencer Jackson might still be running. But take a look at Marvin Harvey, number 87. There's the good block on the outside. Gary Anderson, if he gets by Van Jakes, he's got touchdown.
Van Jakes and Terry Beeson also hitting him. So it's 2nd down and 1 at the 19-yard line.
Williams is now in the game. Anderson out. He's in the backfield. Now Boone's in the backfield. Williams is split out.
Ricky Williams, interesting young man. Interesting story. If we have some time, I'll tell you a little bit about number 44. Give us the great Boone up the middle, and you're going to hear the Boone cheer as he picks up the needed yardage for the first down. Vaughn Johnson and Keith Millard.
Well, that's the first time tonight that Boone, I think, has touched the football. The thing about Boone is he came in overweight. He is still overweight, and they're not happy about it.
No, they're not. He's an excellent blocker, but he's been in and out of Steve Spurrier's doghouse. But he does pick up the first down here. It's 1st and 10 Tampa Bay at the Jacksonville 16. Clock running steadily down. 6:30 to go now in the 3rd period. The give is to Ricky Williams. Williams down at the 16-yard line. Bob Nelson, nose tackle, stops Ricky.
Well, Ricky Williams, this is the way you do not want to run into a hole with your back going in first, because you take that pop and the ball's gone. He tried to jump, and when Ricky Williams jumped, he turned, and he was lucky not to get hit in the back.
Jim Fitzpatrick comes in at a wide receiver now, replacing Ricky Williams. Williams was an excellent performer for Bobby Bowden up at Florida State. Had a bad knee injury his rookie season here at Tampa Bay, limited his mobility, but he's come back from that injury. He's a very explosive runner, especially when he gets a crack and into the open field. 2nd down and 10 now at the Jacksonville 16. Reeves has everybody going, including the fullback Boone, but he's going for the end zone, and it's batted away. Intended for Spencer Jackson. Don Besselou, the free safety, and also Chester G in the area. It was G that batted the pass down.
Chester G he comes up limping. Take a look at this pass, though. It's perfect to the outside. Chester G with just a great effort to knock the ball away. Keith Millard is in his face, but watch Chester G just at the last second. Now, remember once before when he didn't go for the interception, made the tackle? This time he went to knock the ball away because he knew that he had a chance of knocking the ball away.
Gary Anderson walking off what appears to be a limp.
Oh, I think it's cramps, because when they start dropping their socks like that, they give them some breathing room in their leg.
This is the 16th play of this drive for the Tampa Bay Bandits. 3rd and 10 at the 16 of Jacksonville. The pass intended for Ricky Williams, batted down by Vaughn Johnson. And now Zenon Andrusician will come on to attempt a field goal. So the Bull defense doing their job well, Paul.
Seems a little different team when Gary Anderson is not in a ball game, doesn't it? But
yes, it does.
We just saw 2 great plays. One by Chester G, and then come back by Vaughn Johnson, number 33.
So Zenon Andrusician, the wily old veteran out of UCLA. Well, he is. He's 16 years in pro football. Don't you become wily after that long in the game? No comment. All right, he's attempting a 33-yard field goal, angle to the right.
He's going to be mad at you, not me.
Jimmy Jordan with the hold. It's plenty long enough, and the kick is good by Zenon Andrusician. So Z has put 3 more on the board for the Bandits. 5:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Our score, Tampa Bay 17, Jacksonville 7. We'll be back to Tampa Stadium where 51,000 are enjoying the action.
The revolution will be televised.
ESPN high-definition television is here. ESPN HD brings viewers its premier sports. The National Football League, the National Basketball Association, Major League Baseball, the National Hockey League, and more of the sports you love from the people who do it best.
Wow! Touchdown!
ESPN HD will be more than an evolution. ESPN HD will be a revolution in resolution. ESPN brings wildly enhanced clarity, allowing you to see the power play develop from net to net. Steal aside, see the sweat spray. Behold the whole field. The best seat in the house will be in your house.
The revolution will be televised.
With ESPN HD, it's front row, center court, rinkside, on the screen like you've never seen, with 5 times the clarity of regular definition television. The revolution in resolution is here. ESPN HD, the big picture in sports. Available nationwide. Visit your local retailer to see it for yourself. Call 1-800-DIRECTV or your cable operator today. ESPN HD, sponsored exclusively by Philips and Best Buy.
With this computer, you can even edit and burn home movies on DVD.
That'll be great for the stuff we'll shoot on vacation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where are you going? Rafting.
Hold on, kids! That's it, Larry. Good job, buddy. Keep going, sweetie.
Where's Boo?
Did I mention you can edit stuff out?
That'd be good.
Thousands of possibilities. Get yours. Best Buy.
Starting a small business takes a burning entrepreneurial spirit, a singular, bold vision, the courage to fight an endless uphill battle. But that's not all you need. Oh, no.
We need some furniture.
Not to mention the tools to manage your cash flow. That's why you need the Visa business card, because Jules Seltzer Furniture, like many other places, doesn't accept any card from American Express.
I love these chairs.
Visa Business, it's everywhere you want to be. Get started at visa.com.
Right. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's great news. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Well, I've got some fantastic news.
I'm not here.
No, it was Geico. Just saved myself a bunch of money on my car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
When you're an Orkin man, you get asked a lot of questions. Ned, can a cockroach really live a week with its head cut off? They can.
Oh, they can.
You never know what you'll see. Spiders.
Spiders?
What about ants? It could be ants.
What about silverfish?
Ned, do you do termites?
Hey, Coach. Can much as well
Yes.
the termites actually?
Yes.
I saw a carpenter ant before.
Is your mother here? Well, folks know that we're just down the road. We're a phone call away.
They call it affectionately Bandit Ball in Tampa Bay, and the Bandits have a 10-point lead with 5:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Zenon Andrusician preparing to kick off for the Bandits. Back to receive Reggie Butts and Perry Kemp for the Jacksonville Bulls. I'm Tom Mees with Paul McGuire. And again, another short kickoff by Zenon Andrusician as Butts takes it at the 13. And Butts is nailed short of the 30 at the 28-yard line. Tony Office, who's a real headhunter on special teams, makes the stop. And we have some tempers flaring on the field.
They got some pushing and shoving, a little dancing. They like to dance once in a while, just get loose. The guys that don't play a lot get down there and dance.
Is that what they do?
That's right. Yeah, there's no strong hits or anything. They're going to push and shove.
All right. Now, Ed Luther, Paul, he comes in 1st and 10. He's got good field position again. They're going to mark it at near the 30-yard line. He's seen Tampa Bay go on a 16-play, 7-minute, 15-second drive. He's down by 10. What does he do?
Well, you go back to throwing the ball to Alton Alexis, number 89, for the simple reason that Alvin Bailey plays him anywhere from 8 to 10 yards off.
Well, we'll see if that's what happens. 1st and 10 at the 30. Luther to Rozier on the delay. Mike Rozier over the 30 to the 34-yard line. Fred Nordgren puts him down there after about a 4-yard gain. Freddie Nordgren he's like a gnat, a big one, albeit. He's all over the field. He leads this team in sacks on the year. He has 7 coming into this game. And there he has the mobility to catch up to a guy like Rozier.
And credit him with the last interception by Alvin Bailey. And the man does it all. And he's, I guess the word is overachiever.
Yep.
Is that 2 words?
No, that's 1 word. Maybe a hyphen in there.
Okay, I like it.
2nd down and 6 from the 34. Nordgren out of Portland State, in case you were wondering. Luther has lots of time. Rolling right. Nordgren puts the pressure on now. Rozier tries to hang on to it. It's incomplete. A flag has been dropped at the 28-yard line.
You know, we talk about Nordgren, Tommy, and I'm going to tell you something. The man never stops. He was blocked at the line of scrimmage. He was also the man that got into Ed Luther's face. And he keeps hustling. He forced the play, the bad throw, and I think we got a holding penalty, do we? Chop block.
All right, good call.
Chop.
A chop block on the center, Jay Pennison.
Good call, good call.
And the Bandits say good call.
All right, but watch who's going to end up in Ed Luther's face. And that's going to be number 68. Not there. Coming right about now is Freddie Nordgren, and he is humming. Bang, he gets to his legs, causes the bad throw.
And there he is, Freddie Nordgren. Played at the school where Mouse Davis used to be a head football coach at Portland State. Neil Lomax was one of Mouse Davis's pupils at Portland State. So after the penalty to center Jay Pennison, the Bulls are backed up a bit. 2nd down and 21, but at their own 19-yard line. You can see the penalties have hurt Jacksonville tonight far more than Tampa Bay. Luther, plenty of time this time, stays in the pocket and completes the pass to the 30-yard line to his tight end Mark Keel, but Keel is hit like a truck by Kevin McClellan.
Keel said, wait a minute, if you're going to throw that ball to me in the middle of the field, you got to make sure there are not 3 linebackers sitting there in my face that want to kill me.
Kevin McClellan is the man who made the hit that time. He is a 2nd-year pro at the University of Kentucky, 6'1", 219. Marginal gain on the play, 3rd down and 10. They're back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 9 on that play. Aubrey Matthews split out wide now to the top of your screen for the Bulls. Luther over the middle again, and again he has his tight end, and that is Keel. Now the question is, does he have the 1st down? I don't believe so, as Kevin McClellan was right on him again.
First of all, they're going to give Keel a great mark on his catch, but Keel, he's got to think about where you remember when we showed Jabrowski going down and making the catch, getting beyond the 10-yard. Well, here Keel's got to be aware of where the 10-yard marker was. He had to go down. If he's going to come back, you go down 11 or 12, then you come back to that 1 or 2 yards that you have to come back to.
Steve Spurrier is very upset at where the officials marked this football. He thinks the Bulls got a favorable mark, and we'll see how favorable when they come in to measure it.
He didn't make it.
No, he didn't make it. He didn't miss it by much. It'll be 4th and inches. Ball in Jacksonville territory, just short of the 40, and
they're going to go for it again.
Well, let's see. I was looking for Larry Swider. He's the punter, number 4, been warming up on the sidelines. But Lindy Infante, you're right, Paul, is going to go for it.
I'll tell you, this takes a lot of guts by a coach because you're only down 10 points right now. If you turn this ball over to Tampa at the 40-yard line, you've got a lot of problems on your hands, especially with Tampa's offense.
Last time the Bulls went for it on 4th and inches, Mike Rozier was given the football, and he was stopped. That was back in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what happens now. 3:02 to go, 3rd quarter. Biggest play of the game so far for Jacksonville.
Luther should just keep it.
Tight end in motion, give to Rozier, and this time Mike Rozier has it. He falls forward 3 or 4 yards, and he'll have the 1st down up at the 43-yard line. Bruce Vaughn in the area, along with James Harrell. Lindy Infante, former offensive coordinator of the Cincinnati Bengals, leaving at the time a very successful team to come down here to the USFL. And the very successful franchise in Jacksonville. They led the league in attendance last year and are averaging 41,000 a game this year.
If I don't respond to you sometimes, that's because I can't hear you.
Okay.
My headset.
I'm glad you told me that. That's why I won't be offended. First and 10 for Jacksonville on its own 43. The give is to Rozier. He's got some room. Mike Rozier bowling over Bruce Vaughn. He's inside the 40 to the 39. The best run of the night for the former Heisman Trophy winner. Marcus Quinn brings him down. First and 10, Jacksonville.
And we got a flag downfield. Is that face mask?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, all right, take a look at Nordgren. He takes a side. When Nordgren takes a side and Mike Clark comes down, they both miss him right there. That's what opens up the middle. Watch, the cross blocking of the two guards. They kick out. Nordgren misses right in the backfield. Now, there are no linebackers there. Alonzo Johnson, remember, he is an outside linebacker. The inside linebackers did not make the play. And there's Rozier downfield. We've got a face mask. Another 5.
James Harrell called for a face mask, so they walk it off to the Tampa Bay 34-yard line. 3 busloads of Jacksonville Bulls fans are sitting across the way at the goal line to our right, and they are chanting, "Let's go Bulls." And they are going first and 10 at the 33. Luther again to Rozier, playing the hot hand, and Rozier down to the 30-yard line. Ball comes loose, but no fumble. They're going to rule no fumble because, Paul, as we all know, the ground cannot cause a fumble. Nordgren on the tackle.
The ground cannot cause a fumble, but is he going down when the ball comes out? Let's just take a look. Now, here comes Rozier, the quick draw. Here's Nordgren. He is making the play on the outside. Now, take a look at the ball. The ball was coming out as he was going down. The ground did not cause the fumble. He fumbled the football.
Well, Jacksonville then gets a break. Gain of 3, second down and 7 at the Tampa Bay 30. Again, it's Rozier. They're going to play the hot hand till he's stopped, and Rozier is stopped this time. Mike Clark getting in there to help kill things. And
Al Richardson.
Yep, and there's one of the high school bands on hand tonight. And they are from Jacksonville, so they are whooping it up on the far sidelines. Third down and 6. Gain of 1 for Rozier on that last play. Al Richardson was the man getting up at the bottom of the pile for Tampa Bay. You can see the Bulls are 3 for 7 in third down conversions of 3 yards or more. And it's third down and 6. I'd like to even that average up to 500 right now. Luther, plenty of time. Under pressure now, unloads to Keel, the tight end. He has it, but does he have the first down? I believe he does. And at the 23-yard line, Keel is brought down. Alonzo Johnson was in the area, and so was Al Richardson.
Well, that time Ed Luther had enough time to throw the football. He was looking out to his 2 wideouts outside. One was Clark, the other one was Alton Alexis, number 89. But he just waited and found Keel.
That's the end of the third quarter. Our score, Tampa Bay Bandits 17, the Jacksonville Bulls 7, but the Bulls are driving.
Better than ever. Sparks versus Monarchs, Thursday at 10 on ESPN2.
ESPN Classics, the movie and an inside look from the people who made them. Sunday, Bobby Deerfield. And why it was an odd role for Al Pacino, director Sidney Pollack.
Pacino didn't know how to drive a car.
8 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
It's Monday. Watch the legends step up to the plate on Monday Night Baseball. Tonight from 9 to 11 on Game of the Night. That's only on ESPN Classic.
You have the ultimate power to look better, to be stronger, to redefine your body and yourself. Introducing the Bowflex Ultimate. Quite possibly the best home fitness machine ever made. In as little as 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week, you can get real results that can change your entire body. With over 90 health club quality exercises and up to 410 pounds of resistance, it's like having an entire gym in your home. Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. Own the new Bowflex Ultimate with no money down and monthly payments lower than many health club dues. Call and ask for a free video or DVD and check out the entire Bowflex lineup or visit us on the web at bowflexultimate.com today. The new Bowflex for ultimate results.
We're not at the circus, and that lady is eating cotton candy, but she's at a USFL football game as we start the fourth quarter, and the Jacksonville Bulls trailing Tampa Bay 17-7, but they have it 1st and 10 on the Bandit 23 as Ed Luther goes back to pass. He's got his man. That's Kemp in the flat. Kemp inside the 15, takes a hard hit, keeps on rolling down around the 12-yard line. A host of Bandits in the area. Bruce Vaughn, left cornerback, coming up to help bring Kemp down, and that's a first down as we take another look at it.
We've been seeing this all night long. Take a look at, he's just drifting off the line, and Bruce Vaughn is not even staying close to him. He's just letting him drift. Now watch the moves that Perry Kemp makes back to the inside. He just goes around 3 different people. Office misses, but Alonzo Johnson, number 58, comes in and makes the smack.
He makes the smack from the bottom. Bruce Vaughn gets him at the top, and the result is a Jacksonville Bull first down at the Tampa Bay 11. I had the feeling that Ed Luther and his offense were going to put it together in a couple of nice drives tonight without the benefit of any turnovers, and they've done it here at the end of the third quarter, now the start of the fourth. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Here goes Mike Rozier. Rozier inside the 10 to the 7 to the 6-yard line. Tony Office making the tackle along with Dwayne Anderson.
And they had a blitz on here. You're going to see a blitz coming up, and right there by Office, he blitzes. He's the man that actually opens up the hole, and then Mike Rozier goes down and picks up a few yards, tackled by Dwayne Anderson, but he picked up almost 5 yards on the play.
Second down and 5 just outside the Tampa Bay 5-yard line. Bandits rushing in some fresh troops now. More or less a goal line defense in this situation.
They almost had too many fresh troops.
Yeah. Tim King had to run off before they would call for too many men on the field.
You got a linebacker covering Alexis.
Luther to Clark, and Clark has the reception inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Alonzo Johnson on the tackle. He's short of the first down.
They had to have a mix-up on the play because they had Alonzo Johnson, number 58, lined up on Alton Alexis covering a wide receiver, and that doesn't happen.
Not without disastrous results if you're Tampa Bay. Let's take another look, and actually they ruled out the pass was incomplete.
All right, just take a look at it now. Luther's going to throw outside. Alonzo Johnson, if you're going to catch it, you're going to pay. Take a look here. The ball was, I don't even know whether that was even a question.
Well, it wasn't. It went through his hands. I did not see it with a bad angle. That's what happened. So it brings up a 3rd and 5.
Or your bad eye.
Well, a couple of them on that play. Luther rolling right.
Look out. You got a man in
into the end zone. I don't know who that was intended for. Perry Kemp was in the area, but that man again, Paul, Freddie Nordgren, was putting pressure on Ed Luther.
When you can let Fred Nordgren tee off and he knows you're going to throw the football, just watch the man in action. Fred Nordgren is going to be in Luther's face. They've got people rolling out. Rozier's there, but he has to throw the ball away because number 68 is playing a tremendous football game.
Well, Brian Franco, who's been a tremendous place kicker for the Jacksonville Bulls this season, he's perfect from this distance, 20 to 29. The ball will be kicked from the 12. It's a 22-yard attempt, angled to the right to bring Jacksonville within a touchdown. Larry Swider's your holder. The kick is good with 13-17 left in the ball game. Jacksonville is pulled within a touchdown. Our score, Tampa Bay 17, Jacksonville 10.
Put them Big Macs up, y'all. Come on. Come on. Somebody say, to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun. Pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun. Come on. To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun. And as a matter of fact, to be exact, nothing needs like a Big Mac.
I was nervous. I need to go to the men's room. You want to come with me?
Sure.
Your hair looks great today.
Thanks, just got it done.
You're not a woman. Why use a woman's shampoo? Try new Suave for men. Works as good as her brand for half the price.
With my cable modem and the Vonage service, it's like getting a phone line for nothing. We call in-state long distance a lot, so we save lots of money. I'm a techie, so I did a lot of research before I found the right service. I saw the article in the new product section of Popular Mechanics. They gave it an excellent review. I'm Glenn Hutchinson, and I'm a Vonage customer.
Call 1-VONAGE-HELP now. Get unlimited calling to all 50 states plus Canada for only $39.99 per month. Vonage, the broadband phone company. DSL or cable modem required.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got? I have a sit rep from Alpha Company.
Big T, ready to be verified. Verified.
Put yourself in the picture with this free video. You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
Remember,
Ted Williams is the John Wayne of sports.
how perfect we can be.
Nicholas hit a tee shot that only gravity kept on this planet.
Discover
It wasn't that Cal Ripken didn't get hurt. He was hurt all the time.
how human we really are.
There were times where I didn't think I was going to be able to walk again.
These are their stories.
I'm here to win.
I believe I'm the best ambassador baseball has.
This is my house.
This is the award-winning Sports Century, 8 p.m. weeknights on ESPN Classic.
Jacksonville Bulls on that Brian Franco field goal pulled within a 7-point deficit at 17-10. Franco preparing to kick off, and the two gentlemen back to receive the kickoff. Bobby Futrell at the lower part of your screen, Ricky Williams at the top part of your screen for Tampa Bay.
Good kick.
Ball goes into Williams' direction. It's an excellent kick, Paul. Halfway deep in the end zone, and Williams takes Bobby Futrell's advice and downs it 1st and 10. Bandits at their own 20. Well, the Jacksonville Bull defense now, obviously hoping to contain Tampa Bay's offense. You know, Tampa Bay and this man, John Reeves, got it going at the end of the first half, and this is about the time of the game when they ought to do it again if they want to salt this away.
He's got some pretty good numbers, 1732 over 200 yards, but Gary Anderson is back in the backfield. Also, Boone is back there, and now you got to start using Anderson again because he's the man that does it all for you.
Tampa Bay coming into this game 4-2, a game behind Birmingham in the Eastern Conference. Jacksonville 2-4, but with a win they could tie Memphis. Memphis losing to Orlando Thursday night to drop to 3-4. Reeves on a short drop. Going to the left side to Brodsky. He's got it near the first down marker. Mark Harper in the area, and we have a flag on the play.
Bill, face mask deal.
Wesley Ward comes over to get the information.
Face mask, number 40 on the defense, 5 yards.
Mark Harper. He's a little frustrated, Mark Harper, because Brodsky's just doing numbers on him. And again, let me point out on that turn into Brodsky, he went down 11 yards, turned back, got the first down, and then tackled, picked up an extra 5 on the face mask.
Look at what John Reeves has done the last 2 weeks. 307 against Memphis, 410. That came 2 weeks ago against the New Jersey Generals in a losing cause.
Well, he's got to get 2 possessions in his 4th quarter to get over, because he can only get 80 if he throws for the all 80 of them. But I imagine you're going to give the ball to Gary Anderson sometime.
Well, Anderson's in the backfield now. The backs are split, not in the I formation. He and Greg Boone. 1st and 10 at the 35. Reeves throws to the right. Spencer Jackson. He's had a good night. He gets away. And Jackson is over midfield. He got away from Van Jakes, and Don Besselou had to put him out, but not till he gets into Jacksonville territory.
They're reading the defenses very well. You're catching Spencer Jackson now on one-on-one coverage, because if you take a look at Reeves, he's looking at Spencer Jackson the entire way. Watch the move he puts on Van Jakes. Bang. There's a miss. Besselou was there. Spencer wasn't going anywhere. Spencer Jackson said, let's get out of bounds. I don't want to get hit in the head.
Getting out of here.
He always looks like he's got an upset stomach. He's going to wear his hair out.
He wasn't too upset about preparing for this game. He was out playing golf yesterday. We have an official's timeout for the time being.
There is absolutely no one in all of football that's any more laid back than Steve Spurrier. I can guarantee you that.
Wesley Ward coming over to have a conference at the sidelines. Unclear yet as why the stoppage of play. There's 12:02 to go. Nobody called a timeout. Mr. Ward has been satisfied.
Something wrong with the clock?
Not that I've been able to see.
They're looking at the clock.
Well, the 30-second clock is stuck on 16.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, rough.
Oh, there it is. Stuck on 16, and so now what he's doing is alerting both sidelines that the 30 seconds is going to be kept manually on the field.
Clock should read 12 minutes, 28 seconds.
Well, now the game clock is what he's adjusting. It says 12:02 right now, and he wants 26 seconds put back on it.
Well, they didn't stop the clock when Spencer Jackson got out of bounds, and that's what the problem is. But again, you're right. The 30-second clock is on 16.
Well, the clock operator now has to put some time on the clock, and we'll be all set to go.
Well, they made some new rules. That isn't a rule now. If you're ahead, you only get 16 seconds.
No.
I just,
I was going to say, that's a new one on me.
Yeah, I've changed some rules during the course of the year, which are good rules, too.
Of course, they expanded the number of instances where you can call for a challenge of an official's call.
You know, it's always, you always say, you know, you have 3 timeouts per half, but actually you have 4.
2-minute warnings.
The 2-minute warnings each one, plus all the television timeouts.
That's right.
So you have a whole bunch.
Well, each team right now officially has 2 timeouts left. The clock still shows 12:02. And a lot of standing around going on the football field now. Let's take a look at some of the big stories in the United States Football League. Of course, last Thursday night, Orlando winning its first game ever in that city. Remember, they used to be the Washington Federals, beating Memphis. And Reggie Collier, well, he had a good overall game and a surprise to a lot of people, Orlando winning.
Is that now 7 touchdowns in 3 games? Did he get one in the middle of that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then it'll be 8. He had 4 in one game, didn't he?
He had 4 against the Jacksonville Bulls.
Okay, and then 3 there. Having a great time, huh, pal?
Rip Van Winkle is in it.
Don't let all this excitement get to you.
All right. Clock is now straightened out, and so are we. We hope. 1st and 10. Bandits at the 49, 12:28 to go, and the handoff to fullback Greg Boone. All that time for a 1-yard pickup by Boone. Bob Nelson and Mike Edwards dragged down the fullback out of Duke.
You get the feeling they want to get the clock moving.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, time is on their side, but the Jacksonville Bulls are only 1 touchdown away, 1 turnover, 1 big play from tying this game up.
I got to believe that Brodsky, every time he comes off the field, he's got to say, hey, look, I'm working on Mark Harper, number 40, and he can't keep up with my moves. He's got speed, but I've got the moves. And he's out here one-on-one on Harper right now.
2-yard gain for Boone on that play. 2nd down and 8 from the 47. Reeves going down the left sideline to Brodsky. He's got his man. Look out. Brodsky is knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Don Besselou saves a touchdown.
I'm going to get into coaching. I'm going to get into coaching from up here because it's so nice up here and it's less dangerous than anything else I know. He just ran down inside and broke back to the outside. And Larry Brodsky is eating Mark Harper alive. Take a look at it here. Harper can't stay with him. He almost had some help from Batiste, but that didn't do any good. Look at
He thought he was going to get into the end zone.
Oh, yeah. This look at, he's laughing. He's having a great time. 5 reception, 98 yards. I guess you are, young man. And a TD.
Paul, he set that up with all those short patterns early in the game, and he went long that time.
Well, they ran what they call, in the terminology of the football, a post corner. You run in towards the middle of the field, towards the goal post, and then you break it back out to the corner where the flag is, and Reeves just put the pass right on the money. He couldn't do anything but catch it.
1st and goal for the Bandits at the Jacksonville 4-yard line. Big play from Reeves to Larry Brodsky. And a pitch out for Anderson doesn't make connections, and Gary Anderson has the presence of mind to follow the football, but this is going to be a loss back to the 14-yard line.
Wouldn't it be a lot easier just to hand it to him?
Yeah, it would. He zigged when he should have zagged that time.
Well, you know, I mean, he's coming in your direction. Take a look at it. He turns around and tosses it to him. And he never got the ball. The ball went right by him. And it looked like, if you take a look at that play again, it looked like Gary Anderson had his arms folded like you're supposed to, as if the quarterback was going to stick it into his gut. And that time he didn't. Well, take a look at Anderson's arms. Now, see, it looks like his arms are up and down like this, and the ball, he throws the ball at him. He did the smart thing, though, fell on it.
2nd down and 14 now. 2nd and goal from the 14. Brodsky is back in the game for Tampa Bay. Over the middle, Reeves looking for Gary Anderson and just underthrown. Anderson had Vaughn Johnson on him at the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal now.
Vaughn Johnson, I think he just hits him enough where Gary Anderson just trips his feet up a little bit. He can't really get to the ball, and the ball was a little bit away, but there was a blitz on. Reeves did not have enough time because you can see how wide open Anderson is, and I'd go right back to it.
Well, Jacksonville has taken out a couple of linebackers now and has 6 defensive backs in the game, 6 of them. 3rd and goal from the 14. All they're looking at here is to hold Tampa Bay to a field goal try. Reeves plenty of time. Over the middle. Anderson, touchdown.
What I just tell you, go right back to it. I mean, if the man opened one time, he's going to be open again.
Vaughn Johnson again had the coverage responsibility. And the Bandits lead it 23-10. Paul.
Gary Anderson coming out of the backfield. You see him sitting back there, 43. He just loops out of the backfield, puts a little move on, and Reeves knows he's wide open downfield. Just no way to cover him.
Well, Derek Batiste got there, but not till it was too late.
All right, here it comes again. Watch Anderson now. There's Johnson, number 33. He puts a move on him and left him right there. By the time Batiste got over, it's too late. It's touchdown.
Zenon Andrusichin hoping to add to his perfect string of extra points with 10:49 left to play. Low snap. Jimmy Jordan gets the kick down again, and Zenon Andrusichin gets it up and through the goalpost. 10:49 left in the game. The Bandits are back up by 2 touchdowns. Tampa Bay 24, Jacksonville 10. Back in a moment.
There's still time to save on Futura touring tires.
Hurry in for low prices on Futura tires for cars like Camry, Taurus, Intrepid, and most minivans.
Futura, some of the best tires made. They just cost less. Pep Boys, we're car people.
You have the ultimate power to look better, to be stronger, to redefine your body and yourself. This is the Bowflex Power Pro. Quite possibly the most effective home fitness machine ever made. In as little as 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week, you can get real results that can change your entire body. With over 60 health club quality exercises and up to 410 pounds of resistance, it's like having an entire gym in your home. Strength training with Bowflex works because adding muscle increases your metabolism to help you burn fat and look great. All the most effective exercises, plus a great aerobic rowing feature ready for a quick workout whenever you are. Nothing could be easier. Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. Like tighter abs, finer lines, rock-hard biceps, more defined legs, and a stronger chest. Own a Bowflex with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. That's lower than most health club dues. Call this toll-free number now to order your free video and brochure. It's time to lose the weight and get back into shape. Join the over 500,000 people who've already experienced Bowflex and get the results you've always wanted. Don't think about it. Take action. Call and ask for a free video and brochure, and check out the entire Bowflex lineup, or visit us on the web at bowflexdirect.com today. Do the research, listen to real customers, then place your order and get started. You'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less, guaranteed. Redefine your body with Bowflex.
Gary Anderson has given the Tampa Bay Bandits a 2-touchdown lead. The last time I did a football game with you, Paul McGuire, there was a full moon in Memphis. Now there's a full moon in Tampa. What's going on?
Where is Vincent Price?
I don't know. I don't think he's back to receive Zenon Andrusichin's kickoff, I'll tell you that. Reggie Butts at the 10-yard line. Bulls need a big play here to get back in the game. Butts over the 25 to the 26-yard line, where he's brought down there by Holman, reserve running back Walter Holman for the Tampa Bay Bandits. So again, the Bulls will start out trailing, Paul, but with good field position.
Anytime you can get that ball out over the 25, you're in excellent field position. And one thing that Ed Luther must do now is that's to stay to the outside with Kemp, with Alexis, and with Matthews if he's in the game. And always have your dump-off man, which is the tight end, Keel.
All right, we'll see if he takes your advice here. First and 10, Bulls at their own 27. Larry Mason lined up at a running back position, but now he's a wide receiver to the right. Rozier, the only setback. Luther looking for his man, intercepted by Harrell. James Harrell, and he is hauled down by Mason at the 5-yard line.
Stepped out of bounds at the 20.
Well, now they're going to bring it back to near the 20, but Harrell does make the interception.
Well, Ed Luther did not read the linebacker and did not think that the linebacker is going to get, and that's James Harrell, number 50, in a position. They're going to the wide outs. He's looking all the way out here to Mason. Watch this. Watch the hands on Harrell. Tip it back into your gut, grab the ball, but you'll see him step out of bounds right there. His heel is out of bounds. The official's right on target.
Well, with 10:15 to go in the ball game, that is the 3rd interception now for Ed Luther. And Luther was victimized on that play by James Harrell, but remember, Paul, he threw 5 INTs last week at Birmingham.
Yeah. And again, the linebacker was reading the quarterback, James Harrell, and when he sees that quarterback's eyes looking at one man, he's going to fly. Now, Lindy and Fonte talking to Luther.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Bandits at the Jacksonville 19. A score right here could be really disastrous. Anderson wants to throw it. He doesn't have anybody open, so now he's going to run it. And look at Gary Anderson. He's got the first down inside the 10. He's unbelievable.
Well, he was going to throw the ball, first of all, to Marvin Harvey. But Marvin Harvey couldn't get off the line of scrimmage, who was the tight end. So Gary Anderson does the smart thing. Take a look at him here. Here's a little toss. He's going to throw all the way. It's all pass. But you see Marvin Harvey, number 87, he's stuck in the line of scrimmage. Now everybody's in his face.
Whoops.
Gets balance. Says, okay, straight up is real nice. Let's take a shot up here. We'll pick up 11 yards. Is he strong? Is he strong?
Well, they mark it back right on the 10-yard line. I thought he got to the 9, but they marked it at the 10. So for the record, it's 2nd and 1. Brodsky and Spencer Jackson both split out to the top of your screen. Anderson is a split end now to the left.
Give it to Booney.
Greg Boone, the lone setback. You see him behind John Reeves, the quarterback.
Booney.
There's Booney, and he's got the first down. It's 1st and goal. Gain of a couple of yards. Terry Beeson and Tom Dinkle combined to bring him down.
They got Boone here at 5'9", 196, and that's a lie, folks.
He's over 200.
Oh, yes, indeed. He's about 208, I guess, and they don't want him there.
Nathaniel Newton leaves the ball game for Tampa Bay. He'll be replaced by Gerald Franklin at that right guard position. Franklin will wear number 69. And Lindy Infante cannot be happy with what he's seeing out there in the field.
Who's Carmen?
Carmen Infante is an old quarterback I knew at the University of Delaware. about 15 years ago when I was in school, he was a small college quarterback for Delaware. My apologies to Lindy.
I'll tell you, Lindy took his headset off. He is just livid because this team was in this football game all the way up until that interception.
1st and goal, ball on the 7-yard line for Tampa Bay. Give us to Boone. This time Boone's going nowhere. Curtis Anderson, along with Vaughn Johnson, making the tackle.
Vaughn Johnson gave him a headache.
And this will bring up 2nd down and goal.
You know, I'm watching Gary Anderson running back in and out of the huddle, and I think those cramps are really still with him, and maybe that's why they don't have him back in the backfield with Boone. But you've got to at least make those people aware that he's back there so that you can get Boone doing something else. Now you got Anderson's going to come out here, and he's going to be one-on-one on Mark Harper.
Again, Gary Anderson is lining up as a split end to the bottom of your screen. He's out of the camera's vision right now. Reeves looking that way. Anderson, touchdown!
I could coach this game. I could coach this game.
I'll tell you, that was rather obvious. Anderson was looking back. You could almost see his eyes getting big, like, give me the football.
Oh, yeah, and they went out there and they said, all right, we'll put you out there. If they're going to try and cover, Harper hasn't been able to cover Brodsky all night. Take a look at this. Move outside, Bink. Goodbye, Mark. Touchdown, Gary Anderson.
Mark Harper is having some problems, and so are the Jacksonville Bulls, Paul. They're now down by 20 with under 8 minutes to go.
And I blame the defense on that because you must give him some help. But, I mean, how many people can you double up on? If I'm going to double up one man, it's going to be Gary Anderson out there one-on-one.
That is the dilemma because you have Spencer Jackson with excellent speed going out there. Brodsky with excellent moves. Zen and Andrusician. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's good as it has been every time this year. So with 7:58 to go in the ball game, the Bandits are on a roll. The score, Tampa Bay 31, Jacksonville 10.
Look at that rock. That's decomposing granite. Son, you see that? Look at that. You're not going to see another.
There are many ways down the mountain. Choose wisely. Downhill domination. Rated T for teen.
Oh, no, I'm good. Oh, man, that's goaltending. The ball was coming down. Your games stink worse than your breath. Yeah, baby. Let's roll, baby.
When I'm not worried about the pain, I can play my game. New Tylenol 8-Hour relieves muscle pain fast and lasts all day.
What's that noise, Stu? What? Nothing.
New Tylenol 8-Hour, because not playing is not an option. Are you a Tylenol sore winner? Log on to ESPN.com and find out.
Newsflash, your big bloated TV went out of fashion with, well, big bloated TVs. Thin is in. Take your home into 2003 with a new Gateway LCD TV. Its eye-popping color and lightweight design make it the perfect TV for your desk, your kitchen, or wherever. Best part? Its price is thin, too. Come into your Gateway store to experience it today, or call 1-800-GATEWAY for the latest in home entertainment. Only from Gateway.
ESPN the magazine on News
newsstands now.
Hot Dogs Week on ESPN Classic. All week long, biographies on some of the real show-offs in sports. Then classic games where they earn their nicknames. You'll relish these classic performances. Hot Dogs Week starts 8 p.m. Monday, August 4th on ESPN Classic.
Every Sunday on ESPN Classic, get the greatest movies.
Just a bit outside.
About the greatest sports.
Plus real stories from real people.
I learned to hit left-handed because I'd spent most of the summer with the Kenosha Twins.
Real actors and directors with real moments.
I thought I could move like Fraser, but I didn't.
I'm Norman Chad.
I'm Jeff Cesario. We'll take you inside the movies with Hollywood's biggest stars.
What are you looking at?
Real classics where the worlds of sports and movies collide.
Every Sunday night at 8 Eastern, only on ESPN Classic.
149 remains in the game as the Bulls try to start a late rally deep in their own territory.
They're dancing on the sidelines in Tampa, and Paul, right now they're dancing in Portland as the Breakers, big underdogs to Oakland, lead the Invaders 17-14 in the third.
Don't try to figure this league out, folks.
I'll tell you, 1st and 10 for Jacksonville, backed up at their own 2-yard line. That's where Zen and Anderson's punt was down, and the give is to Larry Mason, and Mason fighting for yardage. To his credit, he hasn't stopped running in this game. He's up to the 10, and we're going to tack on some more. A flag is thrown. Freddie Norgren and Alonzo Johnson. Make that Johnson and Dwayne Anderson on the tackle. 1:41 left to go in this football game.
Oh, another face mask. Mason, they're coming out. Well, you know, this is what Tampa Bay would like them to do. It doesn't make any difference to them, but we're going to see the face mask is where? I know he almost took his head off, but there's the face mask. Is it on Office?
Yep, Tony Office. Well, you know, Portland went into that game with Oakland without Marcus Dupree. He's been out since the first game. With Buford Jordan. If he did play, he had a bad hamstring. I'm not sure whether he played or not. He wasn't listed to play. And Dick Corey has him winning in the third period. Luther back to throw. As his man, the tight end, is Keel, but he is horse-collared, and I mean that in every sense of the word, by Alonzo Johnson.
Alonzo Johnson is the meanest player out there tonight. I mean, this is like the 4th hit after you catch the ball. He's going to make you pay. If you catch the ball, Mr. Keel, I'm going to let you know that when you do, I'm going to take part of your head. That, I mean, that could have been called.
That's legal, isn't it?
I don't think so.
2nd down and 6 at the 19. Luther out to Kemp, and Kemp is nailed by Bruce Vaughn. It looked like a vicious tackle, but it doesn't hurt that much. Ball up the 29-yard line.
How do you know? You're up here.
I've been told that by receivers. They'd rather be hit that way than one of these around the neck.
I'll tell you right now, Alton Alexis is not going to get behind Alvin Bailey on the other side, because Alvin Bailey is anywhere from 15 to 20 yards off of Alexis, and he's not about to let him get deep.
Now 55 seconds to go in this football game now, and of course as soon as the ball is marked ready for play. Well, now we have another problem with the game clock. The official, Wesley Ward, is asking that the clock be reset at 1 minute and 6 seconds. It now shows 55.
Well, remember, the clock stops inside the 2 minutes of the half and in the 4th quarter to move the chains on a 1st down, and they kept the clock running. Of course, I would imagine the clock guy is a hometowner, isn't he?
I'm not going to comment on that. I think he'd be a fair-minded person. 1 minute, 6 seconds left to go.
You think Alvin Bailey's going to get beat deep? Not tonight.
Not tonight. Not the way he's dropping back. I think I could play coverage the way he's dropping back. Meanwhile, the pass intended for Alton Alexis over his hands and out of bounds, and Alvin Bailey was there.
No, Alvin Bailey was downfield. They set it up beautifully because they had a double coverage with Marcus Quinn, and if the ball would have been thrown on target, Marcus Quinn would have had a touchdown had he caught the ball.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Somebody with a sign there said Georgetown is still #1. They weren't watching the same game I was the other night.
I think they missed something.
Yeah.
It's like that guy sleeping here earlier.
57 seconds left to go. Mike Rozier is now out of the ball game. Larry Mason in there at the setback. Meanwhile, the pass comes over to Alton Alexis, does some dipsy doodling and gets the 1st down over the 45 to the 48-yard line, where Kevin McClellan brings him down.
Marcus Quinn was going to kill Alton Alexis. He really was. He went running over there, and Alton just did a stop, a little move, and Marcus Quinn ended up on the Jacksonville bench.
1st and 10 for the record at the 47-yard line of Jacksonville. Clock running now, 40 seconds. Paul, you'll be out in Denver on Monday night as Ed Luther hits Larry Mason out of the backfield. Mason inside the 50 to the 47-yard line. You'll be out in Denver where the Gold are 4-2, the Outlaws are 4-2, and we have a timeout called by Jacksonville. Well, score by quarters. You see Jacksonville got it underway. Tampa Bay a strong second quarter. Very little of any note in the third quarter, but the Bandits, after turnovers, have really salted this game away with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Luther over the middle and intending for Alton Alexis, but it is underthrown low to the ground, and Alexis cannot hang on, and the clock is stopped with 26 seconds left.
Take a look at that. Well, that's the defensive secondary now. Alvin Bailey, he's just drifting back and back. He's going to get short because he knows that he has a lot of help deep, and they're trying to hit Alton Alexis right in the middle of your screen there. He just drops the football. But you see number 40 back there, Marcus Quinn. That's the man that Alvin Bailey knows he has help from. They're just dropping off into the deep areas. You're not going to get deep on them.
26 seconds, and it's a 3rd and 3 for the Bulls. Have to get to the Tampa Bay 43-yard line for the record, and here it goes, the handoff to Marvin Lewis, and Lewis picks up the first down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Where he's brought down. 20 seconds. As soon as the ball is marked ready for play, the clock will stop, and that last tackle was made by Sankar Montoot of Tampa Bay.
You know where he's from?
No. Luther going for the touchdown, and he's got it to Perry Kemp. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 34 yards and a score, and that's got to salve the wounds a little bit for Ed Luther.
No, it doesn't.
No.
No, not when you lose by 14. But I'll tell you, that was a beautiful pass, and Kemp just stayed with the ball the entire time. He ran right by Bruce Vaughn, and here's the mistake by a corner. And even in this part of the game, because Kemp, number one, is downfield, and Vaughn should never in any circumstances let that man get beyond him. But take a look at the over-the-shoulder catch by Perry Kemp. Just beautiful. There was also face mask on Vaughn.
Well, Ed Luther with a 34-yard touchdown pass to make it 31-16, and Brian Franco is on to attempt the extra point.
Tampa Bay just called a timeout.
Can I ask you a question? Why?
Well, they might not have enough people on the field. They're rather tired.
Let's take another look at that touchdown again.
All right. I think that what Vaughn was looking for, too, was maybe to get some help from King, number 38, who never does get over into the area to help out. But Vaughn goes back, and he had the face mask of Perry Kemp and burned the ball right in front of the guy. That's nice. That's cute.
You don't care for that, do you?
No.
Well, he won't have to hear about it at least for a few more weeks anyway. These two teams will get together later on in the year in Jacksonville. Swider the holder on the extra point. Franco boots it up, and it is through the upright successfully. And so with 10 seconds to go, it's 31-17, the Bandits, and their upcoming games for Tampa Bay. We mentioned it on April 15th, live here on ESPN. The Bandits will be home against the Denver Gold. Then they will be at Birmingham. That should be a great battle indeed. They'll be hosting the Baltimore Stars, who are looking more like the Stars again. Then they'll be out at Los Angeles and back in Jacksonville on May 12th. Not a soft touch in there, and you know something? There really isn't a soft touch. Not one team in this league anymore, Paul, that you can look on your schedule and say, well, that's going to be a win. That ought to be easy.
Well, they're all getting better and better. You know, a lot of people have asked me, well, look at this league. They didn't sign all their draft choices. The only thing that tells you, these people are getting better and better and better as they go along. Now, Jacksonville's got San Antonio at Orlando, Birmingham, New Jersey, and Tampa. Now, these are all, out of their 5 games, they've got 4 of them at home, which may help them. Now, here comes the most exciting play in football for me.
What's
the onside kick? Because I mean, this is where you can really go blast somebody. You know, everybody runs down, and they bunch up. It's good for the kicking team because they can go hit anybody they want, and the offensive team, what they got to do is keep their eye on the ball and not look at the people who are coming after them. So it's not so good for them.
You can see by that graphic that the Tampa Bay Bandits love to be on ESPN. They have won the last 9 in a row.
Here it comes
on ESPN. Here's Franco's kick, and everybody in Tampa Bay knows that he's going to onside kick it. It is recovered. I believe that's Aubrey Matthews. He fumbles it. And then falling on it for the Bandits was Spencer Jackson, or is that Jerry Price? That's Jerry Price, the tight end. Well, they had it, and then they gave it away again.
I think Aubrey Matthews is getting ready to run with the football, but he didn't pick it up. Now watch the top guy in the middle of your screen. He's just going to let the ball go over his head because he knows right now it's not 10 yards. Okay, Aubrey Matthews gets the ball, and he's trying to run before he picks up the football, and then Price gets the football, and this game is all over. 8 seconds. This is the old knee job here. Put your knee down, go home.
If you're a quarterback, when you say in the huddle, you're Jimmy Jordan, you know you're going to take the snap and fall to your knee. Do you tell a joke?
No, you don't. I'll tell you, there's nothing joking out there because you got to be prepared. Somebody out there might nail you.
31-17, and now we're one play away from making that the final score of this Saturday night game on ESPN. Well, he's not going to lay down with it. He's going to hand off to Joel Blunk, who's in the game, and Blunk takes the pitch out, picks up a yard or two, and this game is history. John Reeves, Steve Spurrier, and the Tampa Bay Bandits go to meet the Jacksonville Bulls in the middle of the field, shake some hands, and wish them luck down the road. Our final from Tampa Stadium, the Bandits 31, the Jacksonville